What they do? I said what they do. My boy G Park already in the building. What they do, G? In the motherfucking building, man. Shout out to you, my guy G Parker. Say tapping in, hit that button. Gotta make sure, gotta handle up real quick. Hopefully I can catch the show. Y'all hit the like button for me. Yes, sir. Y'all hit the goddamn like button. Y'all make sure y'all do that, man. What they do, y'all? It's your boy King David in the motherfucking building. It's your boy King David in the motherfucking building. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me check that sound on this motherfucker. Let me just make sure that sound is good, goddamn, because we already know my track record of fucking up. We already know my track record. So let me just make sure this sound good on here. And we can go in here and get down to business here. You know what I mean? Just make sure this sound. Okay, we good. We good. We good. So what they do, man, it's your boy King David in the building, man. I told y'all I'm going to get back to streaming on a regular. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to be no everyday type shit, but, you know, we going to make it do what it do. You know? Some interesting things going on in boxing, man. Y'all see the title. Y'all see what's going on. You know, some interesting things going on in boxing right now. And, you know, it got to be addressed. It got to be addressed, man. What's going on out here in these boxing streets, man? Because, you know, the fact of the matter is, when you get caught drug cheating, you deserve the criticism and the, you know, and the shit that come along with it. You get caught doping, you deserve the criticism and the you know, the critics and the criticism. You deserve all that shit, man. You know, because the fact of the matter is that you don't play boxing. You don't play boxing. Boxing ain't no goddamn game. You don't play boxing. You know? So if you don't play boxing, you can seriously get hurt by somebody taking drugs or somebody doing certain shit in order to get a competitive edge over the next dude, man. And that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? If you got to cheat in the first place, that's some bullshit. And I don't care how long ago it was. I don't care how long ago it was. I don't care if it was 30 years ago, man. You was cheating. You was cheating the boxing. You know what I'm saying? You was cheating. You cheated, then you stepped into the ring in order to get a competitive advantage. And the reason why you decided that you was gonna cheat was because you felt that you weren't sufficient enough with your own strength to be able to get the win, to be able to get the W, to be able to pull through. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. You know? So we gather here today to talk about Clenbuterol, Canelo Alvarez, and his recent conversation that Caleb Plant has had. You know, Caleb Plant recently came out to the media and said that Canelo Alvarez refused, I believe it was drug testing from 8 weeks or 10 weeks on. So you refusing drug testing. Like, to me, if you got caught with PEDs or you got caught testing positive for drugs, in order for you, like, for me, you should be the most open to drug testing at that point. You should be the most transparent person there is, considering the fact that you cheated before in the past. You know, considering the fact that you decided you was going to use a competitive advantage, you was going to take a drug in order to get a competitive advantage over the next person. You should be the most transparent person there is on earth. We should be allowed to test you 12 months out of the year. You should eat, sleep, and breathe testing. If you tested positive in the past, let a motherfucker go to jail. See how long they got you on probation and how many times you got to report to probation on a regular basis. Probation is what? I ain't never been on no probation, so I ain't all the way familiar with the shit, but I know you got to go to probation at least once a month. At least once a month, sometimes even once a week, depending on whatever the crime is. because motherfuckers don't fully trust felons. Felons have gone outside of the law. So if a felon has gone outside of the law, why shouldn't Canelo Alvarez get the same kind of treatment that a normal felon would get when they cheat, when they go outside of the law? Why shouldn't they get the same level of scrutiny and the same level of criticism? Why shouldn't he get it? Canelo Alvarez. When you get caught cheating, why doesn't Canelo Alvarez have to report report in every month and get drug tested? And that's the thing about boxing. These dudes they get that pop dirty, these dudes need to, not only should they be suspended, for X amount of time, 1, maybe 2 years. Not only should they be suspended for that amount of time, but after they come back, they should be put on like a annual clean boxing program, something where they're tested monthly or weekly or bi-weekly, something where they're tested year round. I mean, everybody should be on that program, but especially if you pop dirty for the shit, especially if you get caught lacking, especially if a bitch found out you've been taking drugs and you've been trying to get competitive advantages over some shit. You should be under the microscope, not just from fans and critics, but you should be under the microscope from the sanctioning bodies, from even the government, because you don't play boxing. You should be under the microscope, just like your everyday felon. Just like your everyday felon who can't even legally buy a gun. Just like your everyday felon who can't even get certain jobs due to the fact that they were a felon, that they committed a crime in the past. Canelo Alvarez should get the same sort of treatment. Am I saying he should be treated like a felon? Not like a felon, but he should be treated like a criminal, because a criminal is what he is. He went outside of the laws of boxing, and as such, he should be criticized as such. But not only that, he should remain under the microscope going forward when it comes to these kinds of allegations. Now, when you're talking about Canelo Alvarez, unfortunately, now we got to put Canelo got a whole gang now. There's a Canelo gang now, right? Because it's more than just Canelo. Now we got Oscar Valdez now, who's tested positive for herbal tea and all this old bull ass shit. So we got two dudes out of the same camp testing positive for drugs that are pretty goddamn comparable. Clenbuterol, and I think the other one is what? Fenderol or some shit. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say this, man. I say all that to say this. Canelo Alvarez, this is why I could never, this is one of the reasons why no one should be able to put Canelo at pound for pound status. He should be no one's pound for pound number one fighter because of these kinds of things. And I know the history of boxing, and I know that boxing has, there's a history of people who have, tested positive and blah, 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 blah. But none of the pound for pound number one guys, none of the guys from yesteryear have tested positive and have that on their record. Nobody's ever heard of Roy Jones testing positive for any PEDs. Floyd Mayweather testing positive for any PEDs. Oscar De La Hoya testing positive for any PEDs. You know what I mean? Nobody's ever heard of any of these great fighters testing positive for PEDs, because that's just not what pound for pound number one face of boxing fighters do. That's just not what they do. Pound for pound number one fighters don't avoid certain fights. Pound for pound number one fighters fight everybody. They fight all comers. And not only do they fight all comers, but they beat the fuck out of whoever dares to challenge them. That's what pound for pound fighters do. Pound for pound number one at very least. You know? Nevertheless, man, Caleb Plant, man, Caleb Plant made some statements, about Canelo Alvarez. And let's see if we can play a video real quick, man. Cause see if we can find that video of Caleb Plant. See what we got going on here. About to go. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little clip. It's from Dante's Boxing Nation. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play a little piece of his video because he had the actual clip on there. So I'm just gonna play the clip from Dante's Boxing Nation's video.
In September, I had told you.
Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Bear with me one goddamn minute. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Weed. Oops. Oh shit. What the wrong goddamn. Okay. Shit.
A lot of guys who would, because there's no room for that in our sport. And talk, like, hey, look, this guy's been busted for BDs. Right, he's been busted for BDs. He had to serve 6 months. Yeah. His trainer, obviously, been with him the whole time. Oscar.
Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear this? I'm still new to this shit. Can y'all hear this?
Valdez got popped.
Make sure y'all can hear it good, goddamn. Good on here. And we can go in here and get good, goddamn. Good on here. And Alvarez too, or whatever his name is.
Exactly. You've been adamant about speaking that, and it's not a lot of people do. Tell me why you felt the need exactly so forward. There's not a lot of guys who are speaking that. Because there's no room for that in our sport. And it's like he was saying, I think Caleb Plant's insecure, but is testing positive for a banned substance? Is that insecure? Is taking banned substances, isn't that insecure? Because taking banned substances doesn't stem from confidence. That stems from fear. Fear of not making weight, fear of, your conditioning being this or your power being this. It doesn't stem from what you think you can do. It stems from what you think you can't do. Right? That's what banned substances stem from. That's why you take them.
Okay, so now we get into the Dante video, so we don't want to go that far, but you know, y'all see what I'm talking about. Get slept 19. Get slept 916 Pikachu says he's clean during the fight. That's what they talk about. Plant reaching way too far. It shows his weakness. Okay, you can say you can hear me. And then he said, I just see Plant talking way too much. Get slept 916 Pikachu. I just see Plant talking way too much. He contradicts himself too many times. He never negotiated anything as it's not in it, as he's not his own boss. Heyman's team negotiated. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say about Caleb Plant, man, but you know, when it comes to the drug stuff, man, when it comes to the drug stuff and everything about Canelo, I mean, nothing that he said is a lie. I mean, you might say he's making excuses. You might say that he's showing weakness. I mean, you might can say this, you might can say that, you know what I mean? But you can't say that he's lying. That's one thing that you can't say. You know, Heyman is negotiating on Caleb Plant's behalf, but even so, he's still privy to those negotiations. He still has to sign off on whatever it is. Al Heyman can't just put him in a fight under terms that he can't, you know what I'm saying, that he's not privy to. He has to sign off on all this. At the end of the day, he's the one that's fighting, whether Al Heyman is negotiating the terms or not. So with that being said, I'm sure he's very familiar with what the deal breakers were as far as getting the contract signed on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a real estate agent by trade. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I write up the contract, you know, I negotiate the contract. But at the end of the day, I still got to send it to my client in order to have that document signed. They got to agree to everything that's on their contract because they're the ones that's buying the house, not me. And I'm pretty sure the situation is pretty similar for Al Heyman. He still got to have his fighters sign off on everything that he's doing. You know what I mean? When it comes to a fight that they're a part of. So with all that being said, you know, Canelo Alvarez, man, once again, the spotlight is back on this guy. The spotlight is back on this guy, man, because this is not behavior of a pound for pound number one fighter. This is not how a pound for pound number one fighter should behave. A pound for pound number one fighter should be down for any and all drug testing. A pound for pound number one fighter should be down to fight any and everybody, whenever. You know what I'm saying? Whoever, however. That's how I see a pound for pound fighter was. That's how Roy Jones was. That's how Roy Jones Jr. was. That's how Oscar De La Hoya was. That's how Floyd Mayweather was. That's how these pound for pound great guys were in their primes. Canelo is what, 30? Is he 30 at this point? I'm not even sure. Is he 30? I'm not even sure if Canelo's 30 at this point. But for whatever reason, even though he's barely 30, if he's 30 at this point, there are all these stipulations and all these requirements needed in order for Canelo to fight. There's all these provisions and all these things that have to be signed for Canelo, in order for Canelo to sign off on the fight. Explain to me what took so long in the Plant Canelo negotiations. Why did this fight almost not happen 2 and 3 times? Explain to me why that is, especially when Canelo at the very beginning was promised all the money that he was going to get. They agreed to what Canelo was going to get paid early on, but for some reason we still couldn't make the fight. Somebody explain it to me. Somebody explain to me why that was the case. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I mean. It was never hard for Floyd Mayweather to make any fights. Everybody wanted to fight for Floyd Mayweather, but once Floyd Mayweather decided that he wanted to fight somebody, the fight was as good as done. The fight was as good as done. The only problem fight was maybe a Manny Pacquiao fight at best, but we saw what the situation was with that. We saw Manny Pacquiao had the same issues when it came to random drug and urine testing. So this is what I say, man. This is why I say what I say. This is why I say what I say, man. This is why I say what I say. This is why his name will forever be Clenbuterol Canelo, because he handles himself like Clenbuterol Canelo. What do you got to hide? You know what I mean? What do you got to hide? Why not agree to a 12-week testing for all the training camp? You could have been doping all year long. You could have been doping all year long, and from the information, let's continue watching that Dante's Boxing Nation video, because he breaks it down real well in that video. Let's continue to look at that. Hold on a second. We're gonna skip past the commentary. All right, so I want y'all to look at this. I want y'all to look at this right here. Read this right here, y'all. Read this shit. So Victor Conte, my guy Terry Smoot is in the building. Shout out to you, Terry Smoot. Says great show. Hey, y'all in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know my boy Terry Smoot did. Appreciate you, my guy. But let's continue to cook here. So if you look at this here, right? Victor Conte. We know who Victor Conte is, right? The drug man. You might as well call him the drug man. He's the guy that's most famously introduced PEDs to sports, right? He's the guy that's the king of drugs, right? He knows how to mask them. He knows how to hide them. He knows what drugs you can take to get this result and what drugs you can take to get this result. He can break down all the attributes of each drug. Scientifically, he could probably even give you the different compounds and chemicals that are in each drug. That sort of thing. That's who this guy is. This is the guy when it comes to if you want to cheat with drugs, you look after this guy. This guy is so good at what he does that VADA testing hired this guy. They hired this guy to work for them so they could help catch drug cheaters in boxing. They hired this guy as a consultant. That's how good this guy was, because this guy's whole reputation was to help people get away with cheating. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was known for. Dudes would pay him millions of dollars so he can help people get away with cheating, so they can juice and use PEDs and not get caught. So Victor Conte, let's read what he's saying right now. He says, most in boxing fail to realize that speed and power gains are made through training on PEDs. PEDs can carry over for many months. So I don't know how you're writing this shit, but let's translate this shit. So basically what he's saying is you could take PEDs, right, and train with the PEDs, but the PEDs, the gains that you make on the PEDs carry over for many months. So if you train from January all the way to September on PEDs, right, and you got a whole bunch of gains on the PEDs, well, they can carry all the way to December. You know what I'm saying? They can carry all the way to December. You know? But if they're carrying all the way to December, then why are guys like Canelo Alvarez, they don't want 10-week drug testing programs when he's probably already juiced to the gills for the first part of the year, but then now the second part of the year, he has to give up 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying, of drug testing in order to come on, man. Like these dudes, like look at this shit. If testing starts on a known date, then a boxer could use for 6 months, then taper off, then test clean for a 8-week camp. Still huge benefits for a fighter on fight night. So I mean, that's game right here. Victor Conte giving up the game right now on these drug cheats. Victor Conte said you could train on PEDs for 6 months and then taper off and then clean up for an 8-week camp. Now, he didn't say you can clean up for a 10 or 12-week camp, but that's pretty close in proximity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if somebody like Victor Conte is saying 8 weeks, then realistically, in order for you to make sure you don't get caught, then you probably would need at least 10 to 12 weeks, like what Canelo was asking for. You know? So, I mean, this shit right here is highly suspicious, man. The more we learn about these PEDs, the worse it looks out here for fighters like Canelo Alvarez that have tested positive in the past. So like, think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. If this is true, right, what Victor Conte's saying, right, and you can train for 6 months and then taper off during the 8-week camp, if you can do some shit like that, what does it say about the dudes that actually test positive for fucking PEDs? What does it say? What does it say about those dudes? Because that means you being greedy. That means that you're not even trying to taper off. That means you don't give a fuck. You're not even trying to taper off. Fuck it. You're gonna take it all the way through the camp in order to get maximum fucking benefits. You know what I mean? That means you being greedy. Isn't that what that means? You know what I mean? It's crazy. You can do a whole 6 months of doping up and then come down off of that shit in 8 weeks. But dudes still get caught. They still get caught for cheating. Canelo still got caught for cheating. But it is what it is, man. You know, like these dudes, man, like this is just them. This is just how they conduct themselves. This is why they will never be great fighters. This is why Canelo will never be a great fighter. This is why he'll always be subpar. This along with not fighting the fighters that we want to see him fight. But look at this shit, man. This shit is highly suspicious. Highly, highly, highly suspicious, man. In any case, man, we got a fight coming up. I believe it's happening this weekend, this coming Saturday. Caleb playing Canelo Alvarez. You know, no. Actually, I'm lying. That fight is in November. That fight's not coming up this week. I'm bullshitting around. But, you know, the fight's coming soon, man. The fight is coming soon. And all we can really take away from this fight, man, at the end of the day, all we can really take away from it is, like, does Canelo even really get credit for this shit if he wins? I mean, we already don't want him to fight Caleb Plant. Like, we already don't want that fight. Like, most fans don't want that shit, right? But then you add that and you couple that with the fact that he about to fight on these type of circumstances. You know what I'm saying? What do you call this shit? Oh shit, my dude Argenis Barber in the building, man. What's going on with y'all, Argenis? What's going on with you, fam bam? In the building, man. I know I've been gone for a little minute, man, but you know, trying to get back on that grind. Argenis say this trash ass division. Cinnabons and his fanboys will say he is great. Hey, you ain't ever tell no lie, Janice, man. You ain't ever tell no lie. They gonna say he great. They're gonna say but even and here go the thing, man. Even people that's not fanboys of Canelo, some of them are starting now to say that he's pound for pound number one. Kick rocks with that shit. To me, you can kick rocks with that because you got this dude testing positive for Clenbuterol. You got him ducking and dodging drug tests. You know what I'm saying? No way, no how is he pound for pound number one in my eyes, in the real boxing fans' eyes. Ain't no way, no how that he's pound for pound. I'm gonna say they fanboys. Yeah, well, they do enter fanboy status when they start talking crazy, man. That's for sure. Who has he beaten to become pound for pound number one? But you already know they dumbass argument. Their argument gonna be, well, who has this person fought and who has that person fought? Right? That's what they're gonna say. We already know what they're gonna say. We know they trash ass arguments already. You know what I'm saying? We know they trash arguments already. You know what I'm saying? But even before you even get to that, this dude tested positive for a banned substance. Who else on the pound for pound list do we have right now that has tested positive for a banned substance? I damn well know that if it was a black man that tested positive for a banned substance, there's no way in hell he would be considered anywhere on that pound for pound list simply due to that fact. But we got Canelo constantly. We got Canelo testing positive for Clenbuterol, and then we got him refusing to take part in a drug program prior to a fight that's coming up in the near future. But we supposed to cover this man as a pound for pound number one guy, and I just don't get that. I don't get people logic with this shit, And I gotta come back on here and talk my shit because these other dudes, they stay talking their shit. So I gotta get back on here and I gotta talk my shit. You know what I mean? Look at this shit. Pound for pound number one. Not fighting Benavidez. Argentin's Bible say not fighting Benavidez. Nope. He Mexican, remember? He don't fight other Mexicans. He's Mexican. You know what I'm saying? But it's another that we got to talk shit about too, man, the WBC. Because the WBC is allowing all this bullshit at the same time. The WBC is the one that's okaying this bullshit. The WBC raised the Clenbuterol limit just for Canelo. They say, here, Canelo, we know you're having issues with this whole drug thing, so let's go ahead and help you out. Let's give you a little boost. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, we know he ducked Andrade. Them dudes ain't gonna admit shit. They're not gonna admit this shit, but we know he ducked Andrade, and we're gonna keep talking our shit, man. Because again, these other dudes come on here and they talk shit every day. These other dudes come on here and they talk about how this person's trash and that person's trash. And I think I'll be hearing some of these weirdo motherfuckers call Andre Doodoo Butter and all this old bull ass shit. But you got Canelo over here testing positive for banned substances, ducking fighters left and right and being called pound for pound number one. Stop playing on my name, bro. Stop playing on my name. You got dudes out here, everybody want to fight Canelo, but Canelo picking the easiest fights. Canelo going up to 175, fighting the weakest champion in Kovalev, and then coming back down to 168 and fighting a bunch of dudes, a bunch of man. This ain't even about Canelo and all the little easy choices that he done made. This ain't about his easy choices. This is about drug cheat Canelo. This is about drug cheat Canelo and drug cheat Oscar Valdez. This is about these dudes looking for these competitive advantages over other fighters because they don't believe in their skill set, because they feel like their boxing ability alone ain't enough for them to get the W. This is about that. This is about the WBC and Mauricio Suleiman and his punk ass franchise belt. This is about his franchise belt and him raising Clenbuterol limit. So dudes like Canelo have an excuse. for them to take drugs like Clenbuterol. Fighting the washed off Kovalev with a weight clause. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You get no points for that. You get no points for fighting a washed up Kovalev, like my guy Argentis Barber just said. You know. But it is what it is, man. Again, I ain't gonna make this about his resume. It's about that Clenbuterol, man. It's about the herbal tea, about the Mexican boar meat, right? It's about that shit. You know, man. I gotta say, man. I've never been a huge fan of Caleb Plant, but I want Caleb Plant to win. I ain't about to put no money up on this shit, Argentis. You feel me? I ain't about to put no bread up on that motherfucker, but I want Caleb Plant to whoop on Canelo. I want him to whoop because Canelo's literally looking at this fight like it's sweet. Like this is sweet. When it's much tougher guys out there, Canelo could be fighting. But I want Caleb Plant to win. But I know Canelo gonna knock over Caleb Plant, man. I know that's gonna happen. Caleb ain't got the power to keep Canelo up off of him. Let me drop this link for y'all, Jennings, man. Come on through, man. Come on through. I ain't had you down here in a minute. Come on through. It's been a little minute for me, so shit. Drop that link, man. Anybody want to jump up on here could jump up on here, man. Yeah, we here. We is here. Hold on. Anybody trying to come through could come through, man. Tell me what y'all think about this shit, man. What y'all think about Canelo and this latest little occurrence with him and Caleb Plant? Tell me what y'all think about this shit, man. Cause as there are people like me who's giving you the real and telling you what's really going on with Canelo and that sort of thing. You got people kissing his ass. You got people calling him the GOAT. You got people calling him pound for pound #1. You know what I mean? You got people saying this and you got people saying that. And that's gonna continue. That's gonna continue because he winning. Don't matter how he winning, but he winning. So people are gonna kiss his ass. But that don't mean it ain't no bullshit. That don't mean it ain't no bullshit. I'm gonna say Canelo gonna knock Plant out his shoes. He gonna knock him out his shoes, Argentis. It ain't no bullshit. There you go. What's going on with you, fam? Plant out his shoes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Knock that boy out his shoes.
He gonna knock him out of his shoes. He gonna have the shoes implanted in the ground. There you go. What's going on with you, fam? Plant out his shoes.
Yes,
You want to go ahead and mute that, man? I'm hearing the echo. He gonna knock him out of his shoes. He gonna have the shoes. You there again? You there? There you go. What's going on with you, fam? Go ahead, mute that playback, man. Go ahead and mute that, man. I'm hearing the echo.
Man, I killed it. I don't know what's up with it now.
You muted it? Go ahead, mute that playback, man. There you go. Oh, you muted your whole self, though, Argentis. You got to mute just the playback. Okay. Yeah, mute. Okay, he left. I guess he's gonna come back. Yeah, but Argentis say, man, dude gonna get Caleb Plant gonna get taken out the game, man. Even if Caleb Plant lose, though, for me, even if Caleb Plant lose, I hope he at least makes Canelo look bad. I hope that this is not a Billy Joe Saunders kind of fight, and Canelo end up knocking dude out or something like that. It's probably gonna be that, but I really don't want it to be that. I would like, even if Caleb Plant doesn't win, for me it would be ideal is if at least if he could make it an ugly competitive fight, one where Canelo don't look good. Come on through, Argenis. What's going on, fam?
I got things. Yeah, what's good with it?
Not much, man. We out here talking some shit, man. What's up with you, man?
Not much. I had to fall back, but these folks got out of control. And this Canelo set of bonds, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The fall back. I fell back too, man. I was offline for a little minute, man. It's been about a good 2 months since I didn't even put up a video or anything, bro. So shit.
I ain't been paying no attention. No mind. When I saw what's the boy name? Logan Paul. What's Jake Paul? What's his name?
Yeah, Logan Paul. Both of them fought actually.
But when I heard he made 1 million pay-per-views, I said I'm done. I'm through.
Yeah.
I'm through. I'm done. I'm done. I mean, I was done. And then I saw your broadcast coming up about Canelo. I said, I gotta check this out.
Yeah, it's a lot of people out here kissing Canelo ass. So it's rare when you find somebody out here just talking some real shit about this dude, man. This dude a drug cheat, man. At the end of the day, that really what it is.
Ass? What has he done for people to kiss his ass? That's the thing I keep asking people. What has he done?
Yeah. Go ahead, talk your shit.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to find out.
He ain't did shit. He's done nothing. Like I said earlier, who he fought? I understand they're gonna say, well, who Sensei's fought? But check this out. Like you said, at 160, he only fought what? Triple G. That's who he fought. Triple G.
Triple G.
That's it. And who was Triple G again? All right. Then he go to 175 to fight Kovalev. He ain't try to fight Bertaviv or Bivol or Ghost or what's the other one name? Golvik, whatever. He ain't try to fight that one of them. But he fought the weakest champ. The weakest champ with a weight clause. And now you at 168 and you ain't gonna even fight Benavidez?
Yeah.
You mad at Caleb Plant, smack Caleb Plant talking about because he talking about your mama. Andrade went to your damn press conference and you said, nah, I can't fight you. Yeah, bro, and I can't fight you.
He laughed it off.
What?
Yeah.
What?
But remember Argenis, remember he talking about, remember he said something like you calling my mother he interpreted like you called me a motherfucker, but wasn't he calling Andrade a motherfucker? In that press conference when Andrade pulled up on him, he was like, get out of here, motherfucker. He was saying all this stuff.
Yeah, he was saying he was talking slick, but I'm just saying this dude pulled up on your press conference and asked you what's up. And you said, nah, really?
Yeah.
Really? I'm just saying, I remember the days Roy Jones could be walking to the ring to fight somebody and somebody say, hey, Roy, I can whoop you. Roy be like, look, after I whoop him, I'll fight you in the parking lot in a few minutes.
Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how pound for pound #1 fighters act. They believe in their skills and their talent so much that they ready to fight anybody at any time, whenever, for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you think you can beat me? Oh, I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna put you on your ass and I'm gonna show you. But then you got these dudes these days who shit. Oh, you want to fight me? I don't really like you like that. Like, we not cool, so I don't want to fight. What?
That's a better way. That's a better reason to fight. I get to beat your face in and make millions.
Now, that's how these motherfuckers operate these days, man. Y'all gotta be buddies and shit. Y'all gotta have went to school together. It gotta be somebody cool with your mom. It gotta be all kind of shit going on in the background. Otherwise, they ain't gonna try to make the fight. But I'm glad Caleb Plant, at least Caleb Plant out here talking his shit. So I can respect that.
Caleb Plant, this finna be the biggest payday of his life. Fuck Caleb Plant.
I like that he calling Canelo a bitch and ain't.
I mean, what else he gonna do? The motherfucker, the Canelo smacked the shit out of his ass and cut him by smacking him.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
So what's gonna happen when Canelo hit him with that damn left hook?
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to tell. This shit is set up. This shit WWE. That's what this shit is. They know Canelo gonna beat the brakes. Canelo gonna put hands and feet on this dude. I don't like Canelo. I'm taking bets Anybody.
Oh yeah, I ain't putting no money up on that shit. That's for
Canelo
sure.
gonna knock this dude dick in the dirt. Canelo gonna do this dude so bad. And they gonna be like, oh, this is the greatness of Canelo Alvarez on display, undisputed. I don't want to hear that shit. You ain't gonna do that shit to Benavidez.
Nope.
Can you do it to Andrade? Shit, I don't know if you can do it to Charlo.
Charlo looked like shit in his last fight though.
I know
But nah, he ain't doing that to Charlo though.
Goodness. Like I said, I'm shitting on them dudes. I used to like them, but I got to shit on them. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Should shit on him. I got Q City World say video. I'm listening. Yeah, 5 video. I'm listening. Yeah, appreciate that, my boy. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. Charlo looking suspect out here, man. He might fuck around and get stopped out here. Yeah, he looking real crazy out here on these streets, man. I don't know about him. He need to go on and retire then if he ain't gonna fight nobody, because he ain't doing nothing but dancing around the circles any goddamn way. He ain't got shit going on.
I heard Andrade try to offer him $7 million. He ain't want that. I heard Canelo, they tried to offer him $10 million. He wanted more than that. I'm like, look, bro. Who you trying to fight? I'm just asking, who you trying to fight? I understand that Al Heyman paying these dudes, you know what I'm saying, to get paid to fight nobody. Hey, I respect that. I can't knock the hustle. If I can get paid millions for whooping bums, I'll do the same thing too. But then I wouldn't be out here talking like I'm the baddest motherfucker and I can do this and I'm gonna whoop anybody who want to run up or whatever. I'm a real champion.
And I think that would really be pissing me off, man, because a dude's like Tank just kind of fight. You fight whoever you want to fight.
A waste of a career.
Same shit, right? But at least Tank at least I don't hear Tank. You don't never hear Tank talking about I'm the best, I'm pound for pound number one, I'm this, I'm that, I'll slap you, I'll slap you.
He shouldn't show his face.
Tank just shut up.
He shouldn't say nothing. He shouldn't say nothing.
But a lot of these dudes shouldn't say nothing. No, a lot of them shouldn't say nothing. A lot of them should go to the corner. Canelo's one of them. Canelo's one of them.
I mean, but I got if we talk about Canelo, a lot of them got to go in the corner.
Yeah.
A lot of them got to go.
They should.
I'm just saying. I mean, I want to see champions fight. I mean, or the best fight the best in the division. I mean, what's up? I mean, I can go to junior high school and whoop some 6th graders, but what the fuck is that proving?
Yeah, you know how to beat up 6th graders, I guess. You know what I mean? Answer the question. Shit. Let me ask you, what fight you looking to this year, Janice?
None of. I would say Porter versus Bud, but I ain't looking forward to it. Yeah. Because when Bud beat the brakes off his ass, people gonna come up with more excuses. Sean Porter old, he been through wars, all this monkey shit.
Yep.
So they not. What's that to look forward to? Or at least I get to see Anthony Joshua lose. That was funny for me. I was cheering because he could have made hundreds of millions with Deontay Wilder, but you ain't want to do that. So take this L. Take this L.
Hold it tightly.
Take it.
Place it real close to your chest and hold it.
What'd you hear me? So you and Eddie Hearn can hold it together.
Yeah, AJ, man, and the stupid thing is he could have won that goddamn fight, but whoever came out with that game plan, man, they deserve to be slapped in the head, man. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking when they came out with that game plan like that. You got a dude that you about 3-4 inches taller than. Okay, you about 100 pounds heavier. Realistically speaking, maybe about 30 or 40 pounds heavier. You know what I mean? You got the reach advantage, but you sitting there in the middle of the ring trying to exchange jabs and counterpunch this man. Man, if you don't put your goddamn head down and cut the ring off and go to the body and
ain't what he do. What you mean? Have you seen Anthony Joshua fight? That's how he fight.
That is how he fight, but you don't fight nobody that's way quicker than you like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why I used to trip when people talk about how great Anthony Joshua was. I'm like, huh? Great? No, he just on top right now. That's it. That's it.
Say it no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I mean, it's crazy how when somebody gets on top or somebody get close to the top, all of a sudden they great. No, the great people had to put in work to even be called great.
Great people reign.
Yeah,
They reign in their division.
Even if they ain't reign, like you said about Joshua. If Joshua fight this man again, what do you think gonna happen?
If we come out with that same game plan, he getting his ass whooped.
What other game plan he got?
He better put them hands. He better come out in a little peekaboo. He better start cutting the ring off. He throw body punches. Use that weight. He better come out Klitschko style, either that or Klitschko style. You know what I'm saying? And jab, hold, do some shit like that. But don't be coming out there trying to stay in the middle of the ring, trying to out jab this man when he about 30 times faster than you with his feet and hand.
What else did Joshua have though besides his jab?
You better do something or you're gonna catch your ass whooped. That's all he gonna do.
He don't know nothing. That's it. He threw. He finished.
Yeah, it's sad.
If he get out jabbed, it's over. That's why Tyson Fury was in such a hurry to fight his ass.
Yeah, Tyson Fury would have did him the same way, man. Yeah, you right about that. Way. Yeah, because Tyson Fury quicker than his ass too, and bigger. Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't know.
I just wanted to see Joshua versus Wilder. I ain't care who won. I just wanted to see the fight because I know it would been hype, and then that jump would have generated millions, hundreds of millions. But hey,
they both lose out on it.
Both lose out. I hope Earl Spence paying attention. I hope Earl Spence paying attention. Probably not.
Nah.
Him and his fans ain't. They don't care.
Earl gonna try to fight Ugas next and watch Ugas probably gonna whoop his ass. That's probably what's gonna happen.
And oh my goodness, I know you ain't talking about this dude, but I just want to know when did Ugas become great?
Not now, not never.
Not now time, not ever.
Ever.
After he beat Pacquiao, who 42, whatever, who was finished anyway. People acting like he did something.
But you know that go to show you like Pacquiao was food. No matter who he fought, and people gonna try to make it seem like, oh, he was great, he was this, he was that, but he was food, and everybody knew it. You know what I'm saying? But people try to act like that ain't the case. This dude probably could have went out there and fought Virgil Ortiz, and he would have got beat. He could have went out there and he would have fought Jerron Ennis, any of them dudes, and he would have got beat.
That's why he wanted $40 million for Bud, because he knew he was food.
Bud would have stopped him though. Bud would have put him to sleep.
That's why he didn't want. That's why he was glad that money did come through or whatever.
I don't think Earl would have put him to sleep. I think Earl probably would have took him 12.
Earl would have beat him still though.
Yeah, Earl would have beat him still, but he would have took him 12. That's for sure. I don't see him actually stopping Pacquiao. You know, I don't think he got that in him like that.
He can stop Mikey Garcia, but hey,
you right. Couldn't stop Mikey Garcia.
I'm just saying. He want to show everybody he can box. I ain't never heard of that one.
Beats me with that too. I don't get it either. We'll see what happened though. You know what I'm saying? Cause Earl, what they say, I heard his eye got fixed now, so he might be ready to fight now.
If he not fighting Terrence Bud Crawford, I don't want to hear about nothing Earl Spence doing. I heard saw some dude try to do a video about Earl Spence back tattoos. I'm like, these damn fanboys on this goddamn in these YouTube streets, they claim they boxing fans. If you box, why the fuck you talking about another man's tattoo on his back? Pose. Where's Riley Freeman when I need him? These niggas, bang, gay. I mean, they are that different orientation. I do apologize. No hate crimes here, but still, bang. Earl Spence back tattoo, new back tattoo.
They're talking about his back tattoos.
Yeah, I said, "Oh my, are you serious, bro? Are you?" And people, and these people got thousands of subscribers. I'm like, I just let me believe people stupid. Are you serious? You talking about this dude? This dude supposed to be a fighter. He not fighting nobody. He just got healed up. His eye healed up, and we trying to find out who he gonna fight next and when. But you motherfuckers want to talk about his back tattoo. Please make that make sense to me. But somebody gonna call me a hater.
I ain't got nothing for you.
You know what I'm saying? You a hater. Yeah, we need to know about Earl and huh? What? Why did you know about another man's tattoo? Now, if you talking about a chick get a tattoo somewhere, I'm like, oh, that might be a little interesting. You know what I'm saying? You talking about dude?
I want to know
my
about
I'm straight.
tattoo. Yeah, man. They they got to hold the L on that one.
Yeah,
They got to hold that L. I don't even understand that logic right there, man. I don't need to know about nobody tattoos, man.
dude back tattoo. What? Look. Unless you into tattoos like that, unless you an artist or something, and you into tattoos, why are you looking at a tattoo on a dude back?
All right, man. We're gonna end this conversation
I'm
right
sorry.
here.
I'm just saying, man. They just
We're gonna go ahead. You gonna bring that to a close, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But let's go back to this dude here, man. Your boy Canelo Alvarez here, man. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this about Canelo. After he beat up on Caleb Plant, which is probably what he going. This is what I was saying earlier, though. Let me backtrack. This is what I was saying earlier. I just hope he don't beat the shit out of Caleb Plant. I hope it's like a rough and tough kind of fight, and he look bad. You feel me?
Okay.
I just hope that's the best I could really hope for, because I ain't got no faith in Caleb Plant to beat Canelo. But I just hope he looked bad. Canelo looked bad fighting this dude, and he struggled a little bit.
Okay.
That'll at least make it somewhat worthwhile.
Okay.
Somewhat.
How good is Caleb Plant defense and footwork?
His defense ain't bad. His footwork is slow.
Oh, you
probably.
You threw.
Yeah.
That mean, and then he probably ain't got much power to keep Canelo up off him. So
Nah, and that's the main problem. That's the main problem. Because honestly, if he had some power, he probably would be all right. I could see him beating Canelo.
Power.
Yeah, you right about that. Right? Canelo would not fight this dude. Probably, I don't know. Yeah. But if he lacked power, he got decent footwork, and his defense is pretty good. It's pretty good. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's pretty about it. That's really about it.
I saw him a couple times, and I ain't impressed. I ain't saying like I can get in the ring with him and beat him. He'll beat the brakes off me, hands and feet. But on that level, he ain't no. I say we want about Cinnabons, but Canelo gonna hurt that dude. If he already cut him by smacking him, come on. Did you see his eye after Canelo smacked him?
Yeah, man, his eye was all puffy and shit, man. That shit looks so bad, bro. Like, it don't even matter what it was, man. Like, that shit just looked bad. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a good sign of things to come.
That's all I'm saying. After I saw that smack, I said, "Oh, look at that dude." I said, "Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap."
Let me ask you this: Who you think Canelo gonna fight after this dude? What you think gonna happen?
I mean, I know who he ain't gonna fight. You know what?
Right.
You know what? It wouldn't shock me if he tried to fight Triple G again. It wouldn't shock me. It would not shock me. I don't think he's gonna fight Bertavie. I don't think he's gonna do that, even though he probably could beat him, but I don't know. Bertavie walking through everything Canelo throw.
Yep.
And then Bertavie got bricks in his hands.
Eating them and bricks. Yep.
I don't know if he's gonna fight Bivol, because Bivol can box. So I don't know if he want that work.
And Bivol walking through them shits too.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know if he's gonna fight either one of them two at 175. So 168. Who else at 168? We know he ain't gonna fight Benavidez, because like you said, he's Mexican.
How old is Beterbiev, you know?
Ooh, I can check that. I think 30-ish. Low 30s.
Low 30s.
Let me see.
All right. We already know if he ain't over 35, that ain't happening.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying the way he fighting, the way he walked through, I'm like, I don't know. Canelo want that, but he is hittable.
Yeah, he hittable, but shit, I took Beterbiev. Yeah, what the fuck? I can't find this man nowhere, huh?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to find. I found him.
You gotta spell his name. Yeah, you gotta spell this shit a certain type of way. I found it. Here you go. Oh, this man.
Oh yeah. Oh, she old.
30. He might fight him then.
Uh-huh.
He meet that age criteria, don't he?
You know, he meet the age criteria, so he might be next. He might be next. But Canelo got see a chink in the armor first.
Yeah, he ain't seen no chink in the arm yet, but it might be coming up, man. That's probably why he was talking about him. He was like, "You getting up there."
Yeah, he getting up there, and then if he fight him, he gonna put a weight restriction on it. So and that's the crazy shit right there. How the hell you gonna go to 175 but then put a weight restriction on somebody?
Yeah, definitely.
But they say Floyd put a weight restriction on Canelo. That's why Floyd beat him like that. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Bivol is 30. Yeah, he ain't fucking with Bivol.
No, he ain't finna fight him. No, he ain't finna fight him. No.
Yeah.
If Canelo was there to be great, that's the dude he would have fought instead of fighting Kovalev.
Right. He said, "Fuck that. I
want to go to 175. I want him. That's it."
Yeah, he ain't do that.
No, he ain't do that.
Okay. All right, my guy here, Knockout Boxing 86 TV in the building. What's going on with you, fam? He say, "Salute, bro. I ain't seen you in a minute." Yeah, man. I've been out here, man, working and shit like that. I ain't really had no time to hop on here, man. But I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get back a little active here. You know what I mean? But shout out to you, bro. Anybody in the building, man, make sure y'all subscribe to my guy channel, man. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. We talk some good boxing. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, fam, for coming through. But yeah, man, back to this though. But yeah, Artur Beterbiev, man, or Dimitri Bivol. Yeah, he ain't about to see Dimitri Bivol, man. That ain't happening.
No.
At all. 30 years old on the dot.
No.
Yeah, you got
I don't see him going down to. I don't see Canelo going down to 60 unless he fighting Triple G, and nobody else is 68. So.
But hold on, but Canelo already said he wasn't going back down to 160, didn't he? He said, I remember him saying this shit. So if he ain't going back down to 160,
I don't listen to shit these folks say. These motherfuckers lie. Always talking out the side of their neck. That's what when people say, "Well, he said he's gonna do this." I'm like, really? And you believe that shit? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Man.
Okay. You can't tell when somebody lying. Okay.
You know, and the thing about it is, people will say you being a hater, but it's like, how you being a hater when it's just facts? You know what I mean? Like, dudes be going reneging on what they say and what they gonna do and all that stuff all the time, man. Especially Canelo Alvarez. You know,
that's the new hate.
Dude stay swerving back and forth between what he say he gonna do and what he do and all that type of stuff.
That's the new hate. The truth. That's the new hate. Truth.
Yeah,
tell somebody the truth. You hating.
Yeah, man. Man.
I don't understand.
So I mean, you think he may fight Charlo next? You think it's any possibility of that next after this Caleb Plant fight?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even think he even said that dude. I don't even want him to fight Charlo because Charlo was capping and kissing his ass when Andrade said something about Canelo. I said, hold up, Charlo. Hold up, bro. Hold up. Why are you even saying something about a man when he talking about another man?
Yeah. They gon' be too nice in the ring with this dude, man. They're gonna go on this dude respecting him too much, man. And that's what I don't want. I want dudes to go in there disrespecting Canelo. I don't want no dude to go in there bowing to him and shit. And yes sir, no sir. I don't want to see none of that bullshit. And the Charlo's been kissing too much ass lately.
That's the thing that killed me. I'm like, y'all come in here like y'all gorilla, y'all this, that, and the other, but y'all what? Come on now.
The Charlos might as well, call him yes sir, no sir. They might as well just go ahead.
You want me to soft shoot for your balls?
Yeah, I'm do a little soft shoot for real. Like I say, you back right in time for your boy Crawford to take on Porter Flames. Yeah, man. That's gonna be a good one. But you just brought that up, man. You said after he beat Porter, he ain't gonna get no credit no way, right? That what you were saying?
No way.
I said the same thing. They're gonna still say that Crawford ain't fought nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Porter was worn out. he had wars and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear that.
Yeah, we
I
know
don't wanna
how
hear
it is.
that. Because
Yeah.
he took everybody's favorite welterweight the distance, gave everybody's favorite welterweight the fight of his life. Now all of a sudden this dude a great fighter. Come on now.
That's how they do.
I'm trying to figure out when what?
And I've been saying that for a while. Like I did a whole video talking about the Sean Porter fight, man. I already broke all that down way before this fight got done and all that. I was like, man, they did not gonna give this man credit. They're gonna say that this man lost 3 times. They're gonna say he lost every time he stepped up. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say this, they're gonna say that, and at the end of the day, they're gonna take credit away from Bud Crawford, man. And you know, it's sad, you know.
Because realistically, what chance does Sean Porter have? What can Sean Porter do that gives him a chance? You think you want him to run up on Bud Crawford, who can throw everything but the kitchen sink at you, who can fight off his back foot? You want him to try to pressure fight him, or you want him to sit there and just wait for Bud to come to him? What chance does he have?
Now I gotta say, hell no, Crawford get full credit for me. And if he mopped Porter, hold on, let's put that on the screen. If he mopped Porter, anyone that don't give him credit, if he win, is just a hater. It's still man down all day though. Okay, so he's still repping this guy Spence, but he's saying he giving full credit. And I believe my guy, he gonna give him some credit, but that guy, you know as well as I do on the internet, you know it's gonna be a lot of people on there. We know how they get down already.
We gonna keep it a buck. They gonna say Crawford, man. Porter was old. Porter was tired. Porter ain't fought this long, and Porter went through wars. Earl Spence took it out on him, and blah blah blah. Okay,
you know what? They ain't gonna say he old. This is what they say about people who they just want to hate on. They gonna say he was washed. That's what they gonna say about Porter. That's their word. And he washed. He washed. He washed. What that mean? That don't mean necessarily old. That just mean he washed. That's what they said about Kell Brook, right? They said Kell Brook was washed. But Kell Brook is what, 30? What he is? 33? Let me see how old Kell Brook is. Kell Brook is still a young dude, man.
But they're begging Bud Crawford to fight him though.
Kell Brook is 35 now. When he fought Bud, I think he was like 33 or something like that.
Yep.
He was 33, but he was washed. And Bud, I feel like Bud, how old? Bud is like 35, ain't he?
Yeah, Bud older than him.
About the same age. Bud older than the dude. But yet, Kell washed. But Bud, come on, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me see how old this shit is. Yeah, it get crazy out here, man. It really do get crazy.
Do y'all listen to what you're saying?
Bud 34. Okay, so they were born the same year, but Kell Brook was born earlier in the year. No, he was born in 86, so he a year older.
But he washed up.
But he washed.
But that's the dude that they wanted Bud Crawford to fight, though.
Yeah. The wash dude.
Yeah, we want to see Bud fight Kell Brook, you know.
Yeah. Now I got Boxing 86 TV say Porter's only shot is to get into Crawford's chest. With the fight in the trenches, he has no shot boxing that distance with Crawford, in my opinion. We know that's what he gonna do, but that shit ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
Knockout. That's the best way for him to get knocked out.
He gonna get knocked out.
Run up on Bud Crawford and try and get up in his chest. Okay.
He get knocked out. He get knocked out regardless.
I'm just saying.
Ain't nothing that he could do to not get knocked out. He get knocked out, and he know he get knocked out. That's why he wanted all that money.
He better try. If I was him, I'd try to stay away. Stick and move, Sean. Stick and move, Sean. Stick and move.
They say Sean Porter getting $4 million guaranteed on this fight, plus some back end. He was holding out for that because he said $2 million. He said $2 million was an embarrassment. He said $3 million, even though his highest guarantee, if I'm not mistaken, was like 2.25, right? So $2 million wasn't
it's serious business in that ring.
Yeah, $2 million is an embarrassment. And I heard he wanted $5 guaranteed. So you need $5 guaranteed.
What's wrong with you?
Stopped. Can't get stopped for $2 million. That's what it is, man. That's how these dudes. That's how they operate. I mean, on a human end, like as a dude, just a regular dude, man, I can't blame him. Like get your bread, but it's like be real with it though. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's all it is to it. Get your bread, but be real about it though.
Be real, hey man, for real. Go ahead.
Just say, hey, why don't you fight this dude? Next question. Why don't you talk about this dude? Next question. Why don't you do this? Next question. What do you think about this person ranking? Should be ranking it higher than that person? Next question.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Don't be out here, man, I whoop this person, I'm this, or I'm that, and who's this person fighting, blah, blah, blah. When you know you don't want that work.
Mm-hmm. Who there, man? Yeah, that man, your boy Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia down there at lightweight. Talk the most shit. And by them dudes at lightweight, they talk the most shit and ain't about no action. Rolly and Ryan Garcia and them dudes, they ain't about
but that's what boxing is now. A whole bunch of talk. It used to be talk, then action. Now it's just talk. Now I whoop you. Like you got a dude named like Tank, who ain't fought nobody, then unified 130, bypass 135, then get Gary Russell at 126, but he talking about fighting Ken Thurman at 147. Bro, are you for real?
Oh, did Tank himself say that? I think his handler said that.
But are you serious though? It don't matter. It came out your camp. Are you serious though?
Yeah, I don't know about the prospect of that happening. You know what I'm saying? That sounds real fraudulent to me. I don't know about doing that. But
even if they talking about it, are you serious? You didn't get Lomo. You didn't get Lomo. You let Teofimo Lopez get Lomo. You didn't get Gary. Tevin Farmer tried to give you 7 million, 4 million, whatever. You didn't fight Devin Haney. You didn't fight T.O. But you're going to fight Keith Thurman or talk about fighting Keith Thurman. Man, get out of here.
Yeah. Tank, man, you know, at least with career. The only thing I say about Tank is at least with Tank, I don't ever hear him running his mouth. You know, I don't ever hear and then Tank fans ain't crazy like that. They ain't finna come out their face call it Tank pound for pound number one or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Tank fans keep it close to the chest, you know, like they supposed to. Now I gotta say Crawford's power is at the end of his punches. As the longer rangier fighter, if Porter tries to stick and move, he gets crushed. Gets inside the power and make it ugly. That's his only shot at all, you know what I'm saying? But even then, he get knocked out. He get knocked out no matter what.
That's what I'm saying. I feel you right. His best chance to get inside and try to make it ugly. But you got to think about the type of fighter he fighting. He fighting with a dude that don't matter if it's ugly.
It's gonna get ugly, all right. It's gonna get ugly.
Bud don't care if it's ugly. He'll sitting there. Bud is sitting there with you like with the dogs. He ain't got to stick and move.
And don't mind taking the punches. And Sean Porter ain't really got no power like that either.
That's what I'm saying. You asking for it. That's why I said stick and move, because it might throw Bud off. And then, you know, it might take a minute to catch you. But, hey, you still going to get caught. So why not go in the chest?
Man, oh, man. My guy Modest in the building. What's going on with you, fam? You say, what's good, my boy? He was if Bud stops Porter, he's pound for pound number one. He pound for pound number one regardless.
That's what I'm saying. He pound for pound number one anyway.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if he stops him, my man, you know, that's good. But he's already pound for pound number one in my book. You know what I'm saying? But he's definitely gonna stop Porter. Ain't no if. He gonna stop Porter.
That's what I'm saying. Why people think, no disrespect to Sean Porter. This dude went 12 rounds with Ramos. I want y'all to think about that. This dude that y'all think that's all world. I mean, he is all world. He anytime you get paid to fight, you all world. So I ain't no disrespect to him, but he went 12 rounds with Abel Ramos. Okay? Think about that. 12 rounds.
Okay. Here we go. Knock, I got a question. He said y'all good with Bud over Usyk right now. How you feel about it? You answer that first.
Yeah.
I am too.
I mean, Usyk beat Joshua, who lost to Ruiz. I mean, come on now.
It's Joshua a good win.
Beating a 42-year-old Kovalev. That's it. Come on now.
You talking about Klitschko. Now
Klitschko, give me right.
Yeah, it's a good win for Usyk. I got Usyk on my pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? And he was undisputed at cruiserweight, and then now he got 3 belts at heavy. That's a big accomplishment, you know what I'm saying? But I still think Bud has accomplished more, three divisions. You know, so even though he was only undisputed in one division, he still held belts at 3 different divisions. And to me, his level of competition over time has been better than Usyk's. The longevity of it all, you know what I mean? The title defenses and all that. I just get his overall body of work to me is better along with his accomplishments. So I give it to Bud over Usyk. But Usyk's in my top 5 though, that's for sure. Right now, knockout, that's for sure.
I agree.
I'm about to say Sean has never been stopped and has been in there with bigger punches and has never been stopped.
Who were the bigger punches?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Bigger punches? Not Adrian Broner.
You could probably say Keith Thurman.
Keith Thurman, bigger punch than Terrence Bud Crawford. No, stop it. It ain't been one time in a long time. So we're gonna stop the cap. So we don't. I mean, like I said, who's the big punch at 147 that Porter been in there with? The biggest puncher, Earl.
Earl ain't no big puncher to me at all.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, who's the biggest puncher you been in with?
Keith Thurman a bigger puncher than Earl. If it ain't Keith Thurman, it's nobody. Period.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
But here go the thing. I wouldn't say Bud hit harder than Thurman, but I say Bud is more accurate than Thurman, and I say Bud is more likely to stop you. And Thurman hurt Porter.
Punches harder than Thurman.
And Thurman hurt Porter a few times in that fight. So to me, if that's Bud who hurts Porter like that, that fight is getting stopped. Because Bud is stopping their ass right away. Amadas also says, come on now, act like y'all know what Usyk has done. He cleaned out a division, won all his belts on the road. What that say? Won all his belts on the road. Come on now with what he's done. I'm not saying he ain't done right.
Cruiserweight, won the 4 belts at cruiserweight, and then he beat Anthony Joshua and got the belts at heavyweight.
Yeah, I'm not saying Usyk ain't do shit, but we're not gonna act like, you know what I'm saying, like cruiserweight ain't a pretty light division for the most part.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a pretty light division. I give him credit for it, but I mean, I ain't putting him over Bud. That's all. He in my top 5 though. That's for sure. What about you? How you feel about that?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I agree. I mean, I always like Usyk. You know what I'm saying? He just got up there, won an extra fight at heavyweight. So this is to Adonis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, bro. But so prior to him beating Joshua, what did you have Usyk ranked pound for pound? Because it seems like ever since he beat Joshua, everybody want him number 1 pound for pound.
I had him top 10 prior to Joshua. So then he beat Joshua. Now he in my top 5. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really give him much more than that. I mean, he cleaned out cruiserweight, but he has yet to clean out heavyweight. If he can clean out heavyweight, then yeah, I put him pound. If he could beat Wilder and he could beat AJ again, beat Wilder and beat Fury, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, I would probably have to put him pound for pound number 1.
I mean, yeah.
Not probably, I would. I'll put him pound
because
for pound.
He'll be undisputed at the 2 highest weight class. I mean, where else can he go?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see him doing all that. I don't even see him really beating AJ in the second fight. If AJ come out with the right game plan, I think AJ gonna beat him.
Same game plan.
I hope not, man. I hope not. I'll be so disappointed if he do that shit, man. He'd probably fire on them trainers. For real. California Bears say just popped in to tell you whack. This cornball ass nigga. Make sure you whack asses buy that pay-per-view November 6th. I ain't buying that bullshit, nigga. I think you're talking about Canelo versus Plant.
Oh no, never.
Man, I ain't buying that bullshit, bro. I'm gonna watch that.
Anytime you say Caleb Plant on pay-per-view, kill yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He probably butt hurt about the title, Clenbuterol, Canelo. He probably popped in. He probably ain't heard shit. He probably
one of
popped
them
in.
fanboys.
Yeah, go ahead, man. You
can like who you like, but come on now, can we keep it a buck? That's how I say. You can I tell my folks that Cowboy fans, you can be Cowboy fans, but can we keep it a buck?
Yeah, for
Let's
real.
be real, man.
Like I say, Bud is much more creative, and he has a kills. Thurman ain't got it no more. He got a killer mentality. Are we talking about
that's
knockout?
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he do. Yeah.
Sean ain't been in the ring with no dude like Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
While they
right
talking about
about
the
that.
punches Porter been there with. Porter ain't been in there with no dude that they can fight like Crawford and with that main street.
And see, because the thing about Keith Thurman though is he's heavy handed and he'll hurt you, but he ain't looking to take no chances. Like if you can prove to him that you're a live dog, he ain't gonna go after it. But
Like,
Terrence will walk through some punches in order to knock you out. He don't give a fuck.
What's the dude's name? That Riverside Rocky. What's the name?
Riverside Rocky. You talking about Josecito?
Yeah. Josecito Lopez showed that. All you gotta do is hit Thurman.
Yeah. He Thurman is gonna play it safe. He a little bit too I guess you could say dignified. You know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? Like yeah, I'm trying to like he domesticated. You know what I'm saying? Like he
domesticated.
Yeah, he ain't about to take no chances, my guy. He playing it safe. He not about to do all that extra. If you prove to him, that's why he did that thing with Danny Garcia. He could have knocked Danny Garcia the fuck out, but Danny Garcia touched his chin once or twice, and after that he was over it. He was like, well, fuck that. We ain't about to do this. That's what we not about to do. Play the safe. Which I don't necessarily blame him for, but you know, that's just his mentality. Bud gonna go after the kill. He like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Knockout Boxing 86 TV say Usyk is also the second ever undisputed champion to defend his belt and then move up. Nah, man, Usyk is definitely accomplished, man. You know, he's definitely accomplished, man. I give him all the credit. I had Usyk number 6, and now he's number 1 to me. Number 1, I can't put him number 1,
Negative.
but I at least respect your mind though. I respect your mind though.
Stop the cap.
But I ain't putting him at no number 1. Nah.
I'm gonna say stop the cap.
We got to understand that a jump in weight from cruiserweight to heavyweight is the toughest jump in boxing. Usyk beat a man that 20 pounds bigger than him. We can't say that about anybody else. I mean, heavyweight in general. You know, if you want to say that, then we got to give Deontay Wilder a lot of.
Wilder 220 pounds. He fighting them dudes every night.
And them dudes by 260, 270, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. So, I mean, we can't really do that per se.
That's what I'm saying. Stop the cap.
If Wilder wanted to, he probably could fight at cruiserweight if he really wanted.
They want to fight him at cruiserweight.
I think he was at cruiserweight and they wouldn't fight him. I think he couldn't get fights or something like that.
I don't think they'll fight him at cruiserweight.
I don't think so either.
I mean, they probably some. I ain't saying he couldn't be beaten, but I'm saying they probably scared of their right hand.
Yeah, nah, they wouldn't fight him at no cruiserweight. They're too small. They'll get that. It'll be utter domination. If he beating heavyweights up like that, imagine what he'll do to some cruiserweights. That shit wouldn't make no sense. I got Bud, Canelo, Usyk, and Inoue, and Josh Taylor. Okay, Bud, Canelo, Usyk, in no way. I can't put. I can't put. Canelo.
I can't argue in that way. That's the Japanese guy.
Yeah.
He can't argue with him. He coming through weight classes.
Yeah.
Hey, I got it. Hey.
Everybody up there, you got to put a little respect on there, man. Yeah.
Josh Taylor, top 5.
Mm-hmm. David is in the building. David says, didn't Victor Conte give an undetectable steroid to athletes? Even Shane Mosley said it. Yeah. Victor Conte is the drug guy. You know what I'm saying? He's the drug guy.
He be moving at work.
He be moving at work, flipping them birds, flipping the work. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, he's a trap guy. For real.
Ain't no, he's a trap star. Go ahead.
He's a trap star. You know what I mean? But you know, and that's why I was looking at this little thing. I was talking about this earlier, where he was talking about, you know, you could be on PEDs for 6 months and then taper off of it for an 8-week camp. So and then test clean during that camp. You know what I'm saying? And then fight. Damn. But I was talking about that earlier and how crazy it is. And he said, while you own it for the 6 months, you still get the gains of it for months afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So like you could be on it and kind of be good. But the thing about it that make it crazy to me is if that's the case and you can get the benefits from being off of it for like months at a time, what does that say about the people who still test positive even despite that? You know what I'm saying? Like you still testing positive, even though you can come off of it for the camp and still get the results, but you still testing positive. So that means you taking it all the way through. That means you need extra attention. You really need that extra boost. So that's just crazy.
It's just crazy that you can just take it and taper off while you ain't count.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
It's wild to me. Yeah. Knockout Boxing 86 said, y'all think Plant got a shot? Nah, man.
You got some money you want to lose.
Yeah, man. I hope he win though. Knockout. I hope he win, bro. Like I'm all over that. I hope he win. If he win, I'll be the happiest dude, bro. But I ain't about to put no money up. I ain't about to.
I mean, what you think he got a shot at? A shot at what? Getting to the 8th round? I say he got a shot at getting to the 8th round.
I hope he just make it ugly. I just want him to make it ugly. Those are my hopes. Make it ugly. Make Canelo look bad. Did you see his face after he got smacked? That's all I'm saying. Did you see his face after he got smacked? I know they're gonna have on gloves, but he gonna get punched in the face now. Yeah, shit looking pretty bad, man.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't looking good already. So his face gonna get cut up. So come on now. And the referees in Canelo pocket. I mean the judges.
The judges.
Come on now.
At least one of them gonna have a score card 118, 109.
Oh, it's already in right now. It's already in.
Hey, put it in.
118, 109 Canelo.
I'm about to say Plant got a bad gas tank. He gonna get stopped. Yeah. And that's another thing too, man. We wasn't even talking about that. So Plant ain't even really got no gas tank to go into the deep rounds, man. That's exactly what Canelo gonna take his ass.
I mean, Canelo ain't got no gas tank.
Canelo got a gas tank. That Clenbuterol. That's what that's for.
Canelo got these folks food. Canelo get gas too, but I understand what you say. It ain't gonna help Caleb Plant that he get gas because at least he can take advantage of Canelo when Canelo get tired.
Yeah.
So now when Canelo beating your ass and he get tired to take a break, you gonna take a break too because you tired of getting your ass beat.
Hey, that's the most efficient way to put it right there, man. That's exactly what it is, bro. Y'all both gonna be taking breaks, man. God damn. No goddamn sense.
That's what I'm saying. Garbage fight. Garbage. When it was announced, I was like, garbage. Everybody's like, oh, I want to see. I'm like, why?
Yeah, I don't know either, man. I'm just as lost as you. If anybody new to the building, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. We out here talking boxing, man. It don't happen all the time, but it's gonna happen more often now, goddamn. But bro, it's been a little minute, man. So y'all show some love to your boy. But yeah, man. They both getting gas at the same time. That ain't gonna end well for Plant.
Knockout, put that blunt down.
What is that? What Knockout say?
No, I'm just reading the last comment. He said, y'all think Plant got a shot.
Yeah.
Put that blunt down. my guy out there dreaming.
Yeah, man. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. I don't see how okay, so let me ask you this, right? If Plant was to win, right?
Oh, wow.
Out of some miracle.
The biggest upset in sports history. Go ahead.
How do you think it happens? What do you think his keys to victory are?
Man. Okay. I know P ain't gonna. I don't think he's gonna stop him. I don't think he's gonna stop Canelo. I mean, he's gonna have to give a performance like Floyd Mayweather gave when Floyd fought Canelo at 154. And even then, Floyd got a split decision. So he gonna go out. He got to go out there and dominate. He got to dominate. I think he got pretty decent hand speed. So I mean, he gonna have to go out there and dominate. Pull out some Amir Khan-ish for the first couple rounds without getting touched. But he gonna get touched though. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't see no way he gonna win.
Okay, so for me, how I see Plant winning, out of some miracle, is he ain't gonna knock him out, just like you said. That ain't happening. So the hands got to get active, just like you saying. I want to see him pick his spots. I want to see him move his hands a lot and touch Canelo a lot and outwork Canelo. To me, that's how he wins. That ain't his style, though. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo has a glaring weakness in his style in the fact that he doesn't throw enough punches at times. And he takes a lot of breaks. So you could take advantage of that by winning rounds and throwing a lot of punches and bunches.
If
So
you got gas.
if you got gas, but we talking about Caleb Plant who don't got gas, which goddamn. But that's the only way he wins. He would have to do
I ain't no
something.
Canelo fan. I'm trying to think of a way this dude can beat Canelo Alvarez. And I'm thinking,
hey,
and
Amada say Plant would have to turn into Caleb Mayweather and hit him with a chair. Goddamn.
that's what I'm saying.
Man,
He got to get one of Floyd Mayweather performances to where he just utterly dominated, and just embarrass him and come out with a split decision.
You know what, man?
He's not gonna knock him out.
Nah, he ain't knocking him out at all. That ain't happening. He ain't got the hands for that. Unless he laces gloves like Tyson Fury or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, they ain't talking about that.
Yeah.
even though Wilder did win that case, they ain't talking about that.
They don't like that at all. Yeah,
no, but they were talking about Wilder like a dog. Man, Wilder saying Tyson Fury was cheating. Look at him, he's just a sore loser. Mm-hmm. Now he won. It's crickets. But anyway.
Yeah, but if you don't do nothing like that, he ain't hurting Canelo in order to get him up out of there. You're gonna have to outbox him, outwork him, and I don't see him outboxing him. To me, is the level. His skills ain't like that. His skills ain't to that level, so you're gonna have to outwork him. Only way that works out.
And then you got two judges. Is one judge already gone, so it's two judges you got to win over.
Yeah. Uphill battle.
That's what I'm saying.
109, 118.
And to take this on pay-per-view and people gonna pay to watch this. It's crazy.
109, 118. Like, how the fuck?
Already. the fight got stopped in the third round. We're going to the scorecards.
109,
118.
What? That shit go, man. That shit crazy, man. I don't know, man. I guess we'll just see.
And after this one, they're gonna say Canelo Alvarez is pound for pound number one.
Well, they already saying
they're gonna put him there. It's gonna be disgusting.
They already saying that shit.
Now I'm talking about it's gonna be official. They're gonna have him. They're gonna have him there. It's gonna be official. All the magazines, all the websites, all the experts, everybody. It's gonna be he gonna beat this dude so bad. It's gonna be official.
Now, guy says Plant has a 5-inch reach advantage. Jab up top, into the body. Turn Canelo constantly. Keep the fight in the middle of the ring and hit him hard enough to gain respect. He got a 5-inch reach advantage. He got to keep the fight in the middle of the ring and then hit him hard enough to gain respect.
That's the part you got a problem with. Hit him hard enough to gain respect. Can Plant hit Canelo hard enough to gain his respect? All the other stuff is fine and dandy. Can Caleb hit him hard enough to gain his respect?
I don't see it either, man. I don't see it either.
That's what I'm saying. It looked like another Rocky Fielding incident.
And the other thing about Caleb Plant is he don't really sit down on his punches like that. In order to even be able to throw punches that would be respectable. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he ain't got no power, but he don't sit down on his punches. He moves around a lot and he kind of like throws punches as he's moving. So I don't know that he's even gonna commit to throw a punch hard enough to get Canelo respect. And to me, if he does, he gets caught with something big and hurt anyway.
To the body.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like shit ain't looking good.
Canelo gonna eat him up to the body.
Only type of fighters for me that beat Canelo are the type of fighters that's gonna be able to throw punches and bunches, and have some kind of power. David Benavidez is one of those guys. He throws a lot of punches. He got power, and he has some boxing skills. He's gonna give Canelo a tough fight. Or you got somebody that's a master class kind of boxer, like an Andrade. He would also give Canelo issues. Charlo would give Canelo issues too, simply because he got power and he got boxing skills. So that would be a tough fight. But Caleb Plant, man, he ain't gonna be able to keep Canelo off of him, man. And when he try to sit down, man, that's gonna be an issue. I'm about to say Canelo is number one. I'm about to say Canelo is number one. I hate to admit it. Nah, man, you just lying.
No, I can't. He can't. That's cap. That's straight cap. You can't be number one if you were in 2 different weight classes already and you didn't get undisputed in those 2 weight classes because of the 2 undefeated dudes, that disqualifies you off top for me.
You can come on through a
2
modest.
dudes undefeated chase you in 2 different weight classes.
Come on through a modest. Just drop the link for you, man. You can come through. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't care what they can say. They ain't fought nobody, blah, blah, blah. Okay. A lot of people ain't fought nobody. A lot don't fight bombs. All I know is 2 young dudes around your age in the same 2 weight classes with you, and both were champions, and you didn't approach them. But now you're in a whole nother weight class where it's straight bombs, and you going for undisputed. And people give them credit for that.
I want to know parts of it.
Okay.
Knockout Boxing 86 say, but Benavidez defense is trash though. That punches and bunches style with no defense gonna get his ass rocked against Canelo. You may be right about that. You may be right about that. But but the thing about that fight is it's an interesting contrast in style, because if Canelo doesn't hurt him, if Canelo don't hurt him and put him down, then guess who wins that fight? David Benavidez.
We know Benavidez can walk through some.
And he can walk through. Exactly. He can walk through, and he's a big dude too. You know what I'm saying? And he could probably keep Canelo at a distance. He could probably control distance pretty well during that whole little exchange. So, that's just a real interesting fight. I'm not saying Benavidez wins hands down, but it's a tough fight for Canelo, and I think that's why he's staying away from the shit. But we got somebody new
tougher than Caleb Plant.
Come on through. What's going on with you, man? Welcome to the show, boy.
What's good with you? I came on before a minute ago. I was on when Canelo fought Billy Joe.
Okay, a modest. You're modest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We was arguing about Lara and Andre too.
Okay. I remember you. You one of my guys, man. Matter of fact, let me mod you up too, bro. You're a regular supporter on here, man. So I appreciate you, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, give me your thoughts, man. You heard Argenis laughing at you. He's real about it.
I just laughed when he said Billy Joe Saunders fighting Canelo.
Oh,
I
Billy
just
Joe
laughed at that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just laughed at that. Billy Joe fighting Canelo. Wasn't no argument there.
Okay,
I got a question.
Yeah.
I got a question for both of y'all though.
All right.
When Canelo was up fighting Kovalev, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was the champions at 68? It was Billy, Caleb, Smith, and who else?
Benavidez, yeah.
Who would you? How would you rank them for at that time?
Benavidez.
Yeah,
and the rest of them bums.
Damn, they bums though.
I mean, they ain't on the level. If Benavidez could beat all of them, and I'm not saying Benavidez should be on the pound for pound list.
I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, Canelo beating these dudes, and we all agree Canelo's a hell of a fighter. Nobody has no dispute about him being on the pound for pound list. But him beating these dudes is nothing. So why are we getting this dude any kind of props of beating some dudes that he should beat anyway? Because if Caleb Plant beat Canelo Alvarez, what you gonna think?
Because nobody else will fight him. They won't even fight each other.
Huh?
I was gonna get to that. Is that when Canelo was at 75, none of them fought each other, right? But
you said 75. You said
when
75?
Canelo was at 75 when he fought Kovalev. I'm saying when it was 4 champions, none of them fought each other, right? Me and you argued about this last time.
Benavidez just got the belt,
right? But Benavidez and Plant, they should have been fought, but that's the PBC. They don't let nobody fight. Oh yeah,
they on that bullshit.
Yeah, but Boxer Dime, me and you argued about this last time, and I said that Billy Joe was the best champion, and the only reason being is if we pull up all their resumes, he fought at 60 though, but he fought the best competition. None of that. You made a good point. You said, well, none of them fought nobody. Well, yeah, that's true. But if we look at the resumes, well, the Billy Joe, out of the nobodies they fought, he fought the better, I guess. Well, you think so? Who you think is you think Billy Joe trash and Plant trash?
Yeah.
Really?
I think if he fought Andre would have washed him. You saw what Canelo did to him.
But you just named Andre though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not a good example. Like Andre probably beat almost everybody at 60, 68. So you're talking about the best fight. That's not a good example.
I'm talking about dudes in that level, in that breath. You talking about Canelo, right?
So hold on. So hold on. Like one thing when we talk about 68, we got to make sure we being honest about the division. Like this is
Yeah.
a division that Andre Ward had just retired out of.
Yep.
Carl Froch, these dudes who was holding the division down for years had just retired off of.
Yep.
So the champs that came after them were literally like vacant belt holders. You know what I'm saying? They were new guys. So it's a really weak division.
Who beat Badu Jack for his belt? I can't remember. Was it dude from UK? What was his name? Was it a draw? Or I forgot.
Yeah, I think it was a draw. You talking about what's that guy's name, man? I hate that guy too, by the way.
I forgot his name, but he lost to Chris Eubank though.
Yeah, he got beat up by Chris Eubank. He got beat up by Badu Jack as well too.
He did.
He got Badu Jack beat him the fuck up, and I think it was a draw and some shit like that. It was a whole little.
So when you saying bums, you mean like when you saying bums, you mean like not elite or actually can't fight?
Oh yeah, I'm saying not elite. When I'm not any dude that fight for a living, I cannot call him a bum.
Well, to be fair, I try to be as unbiased as possible. Demetrius Andrade is my favorite boxer. If we call him elite, it's just by eye test. Only because
that's what it is. Eye test. That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Eye test for all on.
But he's not elite though.
How so?
By what he actually did in the ring. Unfortunately, they can't pay Charlo to fight him.
If nobody trying to get in the ring with him, how can you knock him?
I feel you,
I take that. I give you credit for that.
I can't give you credit for what you didn't do either though. Like I don't knock like the same thing with Devin Haney. Well, we don't know how good he is because nobody want to fight him. But I can't give him credit and call him the best 135 pounder.
No, I'm not saying he the best. I'm saying I just said like Andrade at 168, Andrade's elite. I mean at 160, Andrade's elite at 160. I'm not saying he pound for pound. I'm just saying he's elite at 160.
But based off what?
Based off he's a champion at 160. He was a champion at 154, and he's undefeated. And the other champions at 160 don't want to touch him. Based off that, because I know if it's food in the water, they gonna.
So the disconnect here is how are you defining elite, Amadeus? Are you defining elite by resume, by pound for pound status? Like how are you defining elite?
So all of that, honestly. What you did in the ring, how you look when you win, when you fought the person, because you fight somebody when they old out they prime, yeah, the name look good. Like when people talk about Danny Garcia, and I go, he only beat one fighter. And they name all these names and say, this guy's old, this guy's old, this guy's old, this guy was old. This guy moved up from 135. We start breaking down the resume. Danny Garcia actually only beat two people and never beat anybody of note at welterweight.
But you know, the thing about it is, I think me and Argenis will agree when we say like elite for me is the skill set. It's purely skill set is what an elite fighter is. Because I'm looking at you. Can you do things in the ring? Like, do you have all the skill sets, you know, at a high level? That's to me what defines elite.
But you got to show that though too. That's what I'm saying. Like I agree. When I watch Andre fight, I go, probably beats everybody at 160, but I never seen him do it. Now
I'm not saying he beats everybody at 160. That makes him elite because he can beat everybody at 160. I'm just saying at 160, he's one of the best fighters at 160, and dudes don't want to touch him.
I'll go down.
I can't knock you.
You can show your skill set without fighting top tier level competition. You know what I'm saying? You can show that you're elite just by your ability to do certain things in the ring. You know what I mean?
But by but that's what will make you elite is that as you keep stepping up. Now he still look different. He ain't just look good against the bums. He ain't just look good against the C level people. He fighting B levels and he's showing now he's at A level. To me, elite is A level. Saying,
but what I'm saying is you can't knock fighters because certain people won't get in the ring with them.
Yeah, could.
Because if that's the case, if Andrade don't fight any other champion at 160, don't fight any other champion at 168, and if that's the case, he might as well be a bum like everybody else.
I mean, that's
if they don't want to get in the ring with him.
You watch him and you probably say maybe that's Hall of Fame talent, but he'll never get there because he won't get the fights.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying Hall of Fame talent. You got to get the names to be Hall of Fame talent, but you can still see somebody that's okay. I see this guy here. Oh yeah. I can put him. I can see him in the ring with the best of the best and give them problems.
Yeah, but that's anecdotal. It's not. That's why I won't
It's
call
not
him.
anecdotal. Anybody knows boxing. If you ask anybody knows boxing, if Andrade and Canelo get in the ring, they're not gonna say they gonna say Canelo gonna have a problem on his hands.
Yeah,
They might say Canelo gonna win, but they're gonna say Canelo has a problem on his hands. Now, if they know Canelo in the ring with some food, they're gonna say it's over.
But an anecdote is your opinion, though. I'm saying I try to be more with the facts, like. You know, Andre stepped up against Danny Jacobs, and
hold on, real quick. Let me go to the comment section. Knockout Boxing 86 say I give Bivol, Andre, and Big Charlo and Plant the only shots of beating Canelo in that order.
What's with the Big Charlo though? I gotta stop that. It's the only Big Charlo fight at 54, man.
What? No, this little Charlo at 54. That's big talk Charlo. That's all cap Charlo at 54. That's all cap Charlo.
That's the real Big Charlo though.
No, that's all cap Charlo.
Hold on. Knockout also says, bro, Canelo went up to 175 for one fight. He never campaigned there. And then he also
fought the weakest champion.
That sentence itself don't make no sense, but all right.
And then he also said, can't base who the best is off resume. You got to watch the fights too.
That's what I'm saying. So when y'all say resume trash. So when you all right. So let me ask you a question. Did Canelo beat Danny Jacobs?
Is his resume trash? That's my you asked me a question. You said Danny Garcia resume trash. Okay.
Yeah, it's big
do the
trash.
same for Canelo's. It's the same thing.
He beat Danny Jacobs, right?
Who was that? Who Danny Jacobs beat?
Nobody. Danny Jacobs,
he just didn't get knocked out by Triple G. We're not gonna give you credit for not getting knocked out. We can't give you credit for that.
He smoked Peter Quillen one round too, though.
Peter Quillen, stop it, bro. Stop it.
That's what I'm asking.
You gonna say Andrade not elite? I can't call Andrade elite, but you gonna say Peter Quillen name.
Hold on.
I didn't call anybody elite.
Hold on. So what we doing? What we doing right now? What we doing now? Are we going through Canelo resume? Because I really don't want to do that. We ain't got enough time for all that. You know what I mean?
His resume trash.
No, it's not.
Look. This is what
I'm saying. People can say they can see one person and say, okay, I can see all your faults. But for certain people, for some reason, they can't take the goggles off. That's why I don't understand.
But you're not. Why would Canelo's resume?
If you're not 35 years old, Canelo not gonna fight you.
Look
at Shane Mosley over 35.
But you capping
over 35. Kovalev over 35. Triple G over 35. Floyd Mayweather over 35. These are names you like that Canelo fans like to throw out. All over 35.
All right, so hold on. So here go the thing. He not capping. There's a lot of truth to that as far as Canelo fighting dudes, well into they later years of their career type shit. But here's is what I'll say about Canelo, because I already know where you're gonna go. I already know what your argument is because I've talked to enough. You're not a Canelo fanboy, but I've talked to enough Canelo fanboys to know everything that they say. You know what I'm saying?
You can do no wrong. They be wilding.
Yeah, they be out of control. What they say is they bring up the resume, right? And they compare Canelo's resume to everybody else. We know how that go. Here's what I'll say about that. Is Canelo's resume better than everybody else's? Most people, because to me, his resume is not better than Pacquiao's, and his resume is not better than, I think AJ got a better resume than him too. But in any case, is his resume a little bit better than those guys? Yes, but not by much. Not by much. To me, he's maybe one or two fights away from everybody else who you can bring up their resume. You know what I'm saying? Andrade, Charlo, he's maybe one or two fights away from those guys. And the reason
what?
Yeah, and the reason being is because all these fighters that he's fighting in their later years, in their late 30s, all these guys who he fought who have big names like James Kirkland, who have been knocked out several times before he even got him in the ring. Dudes and like that. Knocked him out. You know what I mean? Like,
so was Lara in his prime? I think Lara won.
So that's the one Lara Hall of Fame, huh?
That's not what I said. I said, was Lara in his prime? That's all I'm asking. Simple question. Was Lara in his prime?
Yeah, he gets credit for that win, even though he lost. Hey, he get credit for that win, even though he lost.
Yeah, but let me
What does that mean though? What does that mean though?
Can I run it? Can I run it down? I'm getting to a point. I got you. Hold on, big dog. Was Trout in his prime?
Was who?
Trout. Was he in his prime?
Trout got beat by both Charlos too in his prime.
That's
both Charlos got him too. Okay, go ahead.
So you saying yeah? Okay. Both
Charlos got him too. Go ahead.
Was Billy Joe in his prime?
Billy Joe, oh my God, no, he's not.
Nah, he's not.
No,
he wasn't.
And then the fact you even bring up Billy Joe Saunders' name.
No, he wasn't.
Canelo Alvarez, that's sad, bro.
Hey, Amadas, he was trending down when Canelo fought him too. By the way, he had 2 terrible fights against 2 no-name dudes.
Billy Joe Saunders.
So hold on. Y'all know Billy Joe well, I'm assuming. How often does he look good?
He looked real good when he fought David Lemieux at 160.
David Lemieux.
I know. I already know what you gonna do, Janice. I already know, but I'm just saying.
But I'm saying,
you know,
look,
that's the last time he looked good. He never really looked good because he never really fought nobody, really.
And because Billy Joe is notoriously known for not training in between fights. He's notorious.
Don't matter. I don't care. I don't care if you train good. I don't care if you train bad. It is what it is.
But exactly. So, but the point being, though, that was going to be Andre's best opponent, right or wrong?
Okay.
If Andre, why not? By far his best opponent.
His most known opponent. But go ahead.
By far his best opponent. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I got a bias. I don't know if I got a bias towards fighters from other countries or something, but I'm confused how you can make that statement.
I'm saying.
What's up?
What? Go ahead. What you were saying? I didn't even hear the last thing you said. Say that again.
Oh, sound a little biased about fighters from other countries, though.
How you figure that though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because if everybody's a bum, then the only good fighters are who? 3-4 fighters?
Nobody said. I didn't say he was a bum. I'm saying he's not elite. Billy Joe Saunders is not elite. Billy Joe Saunders was at 160. When he was supposed to fight Andrade, he wasn't considered elite.
By you?
That's the point. He was not considered elite.
Hold on, boxer, I got you. This is what I don't get. Y'all look, we talking boxing. We all giving our opinion. But we could also use some fact. All you got to do, don't take my word for it. All you got to do is look up the rankings by different sanctioned bodies, by different websites, by credible webs. Like that's not just my opinion. Everybody has a consensus top 5 middleweight at the time. Everybody has a top 5 consensus 168 at the time. So even though you go, he all right to me, but the world recognizes him as he a top 5 guy. So if Andre
top 5 168, so what are you saying?
He is one of the top 5 though.
That's what I'm saying. So what are you saying? We know Plant not elite. So what are you saying?
But again, Plant looks good against most of the fighters he fights.
Like I said, nothing. Plant is good. Plant is elite at 168 based on what you're saying about these rankings and all this good stuff. But is he elite for real? Does he have a chance against Canelo Alvarez?
I don't know if he elite because he never fought.
Put some money on it then. You saying you don't know? You know. Come on, no cap. We're gonna keep it a buck. No cap.
Because you want me to go based off of opinion. I'm trying to go based off of fact though.
We're going on fact. You saying for a fact you don't know if Caleb Plant gonna lose.
Right, just the same way I don't know if Andre is elite. I never seen him fight
him. Based on the fact, you saying you don't know if Canelo Alvarez is gonna beat Caleb Plant. That's what you're saying. If you acting, that's not what I was saying. You making the conversation. I thought that's what you said exactly.
about what you wanted to be about, which is you do normal.
I thought that's what you said exactly. I was trying to get your word.
But the point I was making was though, Boxer Die, you was pointing out all the older fighters, but you conveniently skipped over all the fighters that wasn't that old when you fought.
But they not elite. What they consider. So okay, even if we give you that, even if we give you those names, Lara. Even if we give you Lara, Austin Trout, even if we give you Billy Joe Saunders, what does that mean? Nothing.
Okay, time out real quick. Let me read hold on. Time out. Let me read some comments real quick. Knockout Boxing 86 say facts, King David. I was just about to say Canelo resume is damn near everyone resume. Trash.
That's what I'm saying.
Who in the game right now?
Everybody trash.
Knockout
based off his logic.
Knockout say your resume can't be trash with Cotto, Mayweather, Lara, Mosley, Trout, on your resume. If Canelo resume trash, then
hold on.
hold on.
So
Let
these
me
niggas, they
let me
prime.
finish. Let me finish what he's saying. If
That's what I'm
Canelo
saying.
resume
Names.
trash, then Crawford, Spence, Andrade all have
Names.
trash resumes. But
Names.
that's the same thing I'm saying. Knockout. If
Names.
everybody
trash.
got a trash resume.
Everybody got to be trash.
Canelo resume is just maybe a notch above everybody else's resume.
That's what I'm saying. It's just names.
It's just a notch above
It's
it.
like somebody saying they whoop Floyd Mayweather now. I whoop Floyd. Floyd 50 years old. That's not Floyd Mayweather. You want some old dude named Floyd Mayweather. Stop the cap. Cotto won in his prime. Cotto was washed up because he got knocked out by Saddam Ali. Yeah. So Saddam Ali did something Canelo couldn't do. Stop Cotto. So let's stop the cap.
It's like a fight, and a fight going to a split decision. You know what I'm saying? And one fighter winning by a point. It's like you won, but you won by a point, bitch. You might have to give me a rematch. We might have to run this back. This is real close. Like
a win is a win, man.
Hey, you know, and you can say that, and that's Canelo fans' argument. Like, hey, we got the best resume, but not by much, and nobody talks about that.
It's just dudes.
So
names of dudes past their prime. If he
but that's what I'm saying.
While they were in their prime,
it's also full of a lot of dudes. It's also full of a lot of dudes who wasn't in their prime.
It's not on the level of Cotto and Mayweather, because they like to throw out Cotto and Mayweather. Don't say Lara. Sugar Shane Mosley was old.
Hold on. Cotto was old too.
Cotto was old.
That's what I'm saying. Cotto was old. All these dudes were old. All these legends that he got on his resume were old when they fought Canelo.
You're right. I'm just saying it's weird how you bring up just the old fighters.
No, I'm saying that's what he gets props from. People don't say Canelo Alvarez great because he beat Lara.
Hold on. I got you.
If you bring up a fight, I'm looking at the whole story, not just what I want to look at.
I'm saying they don't say he great because he beat Lara. They say he great because he fought Mayweather.
They say he great because
he beat Sugar Shane Mosley.
That's not.
That's why they say Canelo Alvarez is great.
Hold on, real quick. The reason why the old fighters are brought up is because these are the fighters that are the most notable on Canelo's resume, the ones that everybody brags about. Right, that's why he brings them dudes up.
But Boxer died. This is my problem with the argument, though. We're not talking to casuals right now. I'm assuming the three of us know boxing, so you don't have to tell me about.
They went outside their prime.
Okay.
I'm saying when they outside their prime. You acting like they went outside their prime.
Go ahead, Amaris. Go ahead, make your point, bro. Go ahead.
We not talking to casuals. It's casuals that think Canelo the greatest of all time. We all know that ain't true. It's casuals think Floyd the greatest of all time. It's not true. Now, is that an opinion? But it's not. They don't. Most people don't know who Kazuto Ioka is. Maybe I don't either. But that's what I'm saying. When you get to talking boxing with people, you let them talk a little bit. You realize, let's just say it's levels to boxing fans. I don't even engage people who talk like that though. So when you bring it up to me, casual points about casual stuff. I don't need the casual points. I can go.
I don't get paid for boxing.
Yeah, but you know,
when you gonna get to your point so I can go here, bro? Because you've been rolling for a few minutes.
But here go the thing though, Modest, right? The reason why.
No, I let you talk, and you keep saying casual. I'm like, look, yo, I don't get paid for this.
But here go
the fact. I just said them dudes were 35 years or older.
You really is a casual.
I just said them dudes were past their prime. I let you talk. I got quiet. Let you talk.
Hold on. So here go the thing, right? The reason why we gotta we got to make sure everything's out in the open, and we got to bring stuff up that maybe you might know or not, Amaris, because we got other people that tune in too. And there's a lot of false information that's out there on the internet. There's a lot of people promoting false information. So for the channels that actually do talk boxing for real, we gotta go through all the little finer details and make sure we iterate and reiterate these things that always get left out by the other channels and the other platforms out there who spread all the false information. So yeah, we do got to go over some of these talking points with a fine-tooth comb in order to make sure things are discussed the way that they should be discussed, in order to combat a lot of that false information that's out there on the internet. Because there's a lot of fanboy channels out there. You know what I'm honest.
Most of them is people making a bank off Wilder.
I'm trying to
And
tell
that's
you.
all they talk about.
The fanboy channels are on a rise. The fanboy channels, bro, like you anywhere you go, most places you see fanboy channels. You know, people just playing in the narratives and just talking pure bullshit. So hey, we gotta talk about we gotta go over some of these topics.
No, I agree with you. I just made a simple point. Well, if we're gonna talk about the resume, let's talk about the entire resume. So when he brings us,
we're not talking about no resume though. I'm not about to talk about Canelo resume.
Well, no,
fuck that.
The point I'm just making, the point I'm just making though, when he say to me, "Well, who cares about Lara?" Well, the hardcore fans care about Lara because we know how good he is.
I ain't even finished saying what I was saying.
I'm not worried about what everybody else
was saying. What I was saying. So you don't even know what I was saying.
Most people don't know boxing though. So that's my point.
Most people don't know a lot of things, but that's neither here nor there. What I was saying was you mentioned the name.
That makes no sense for you.
I said Lara was a good fighter. Lara was a good fighter. There's no dispute.
Right.
There's no dispute. Lara was a good fighter. Nobody can dispute that.
Who should have been elite? Right.
I mean, I can't. Oh, go ahead, bro. I don't want to talk about nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead. You know what I was finna say. Go ahead.
Who should have been elite by your definition? Right?
You know what I was finna say. Go ahead.
He should have been elite, right?
Go ahead.
So no.
Go ahead, Arjun. Make your point. Go ahead.
Don't ask me no question. I was talking. He wanted to say something. I let him go talk.
Make your point, Arjun, man. Go ahead. You got it. You got the flow.
I was just using them. I was just saying. I ain't gonna talk about Canelo resume. I ain't gonna talk about the watch those fighters. I was just saying the fact that you bring up certain fighters. Well, Lara was in this prime. Okay, Lara was a good fighter, but I mean, he beat Lara. That's what he's supposed to do. If Lara would be Canelo, that would have been world news. So because he did what he was supposed to do, what does that mean? What he beat a dude that he was supposed to beat? That you don't get no stamp for that.
He wasn't
for actually you were supposed to beat. You get no stamp for that.
If you go back though, because you say you was watching boxing, nobody wanted Canelo to fight him because everybody felt like he was gonna lose. He wasn't supposed to be there. He wasn't. What? If you you don't gotta take my opinion. You can look it up.
Okay. You thought. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's why nobody wanted to fight Lara, like Cotto, like Mayweather, like Sergio Martinez. See, I was watching boxing at that time. You know what I'm saying?
You must start watching boxing at that time. You just started.
I guess you wasn't watching at that time. That's why nobody.
I was watching during sugar. Including Whitaker, my favorite boxer. That's why I'm watching. I know about boxing. That's why I'm watching.
Including
in the 90s. You just started.
Didn't want to play.
Hey, I know. But that's not saying that Lara was supposed to beat Canelo. Nobody on this planet thought Eris Landon Lara was going to beat Canelo Alvarez.
No,
everybody was shocked that the fight even went 12 rounds. So let's stop the cap.
Nah, you capping.
I'm not capping. People were shocked. People were shocked Lara made the 12 rounds with Canelo and did good. People were shocked. Stop the cap.
Boxer die. Was you watching boxing at the time?
Okay.
Well, you know I was watching boxing.
So was Canelo the favorite to beat Lara in the boxing community?
Was he favorite?
Right, or was everybody saying, nah, Canelo might not want to fight Lara?
I was actually doing videos when that fight happened.
Oh, so you should remember that. You can look. That's what you can type in real quick. See what everybody thought.
Yeah. Nah, I think I picked Lara to win. You know what I'm saying? I think it was viewed for the most part as a 50-50 fight, though. That was one of those fights that everybody wanted Canelo to fight, and Canelo was shying away from Lara. Let's not forget, Lara jumped in the ring and challenged Canelo, called him a bitch to his face
in the press conference.
Yeah, the press conference, and that's why Canelo ended up fighting. Otherwise, Canelo probably wouldn't even fought, dude. But and also his Canelo whole team was telling him not to fight Lara.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't even want him to go near Lara.
Yeah, but that's one of all the other fights before that. They were all guided, and all the other fights after that were all guided for the most part.
They was bringing up 40-pounders and 47-pounders for Canelo to fight at that time.
Yeah.
So we had no reason to think that Canelo could beat Lara because everybody was ducking Lara.
I give him credit for that one. I give him some, even though he lost. I give him credit for the win.
I say he lost too, but I get this. Is my thing with Lara though. you know that Golden Boy got the judges in their pocket. You can't fight like that. You can't fight the moment Canelo hits you to the body. Now you want to touch him, run around the ring, basically. Even though me and you watching it going, he's not necessarily running, but you got to be in the mind state knowing that, bro, he already up 2 rounds before the fight start. So you gotta dominate him. You can't make it close. I had Lara winning too though. I'll be mad at Lara about that fight forever. He should have won that fight.
Lost to Paul Williams, draw to Carlos Molina, and draw with Vanis Monteroshin, and they were afraid of this guy. Okay.
Did you watch the Paul Williams?
I just said okay. I watched Paul Williams fight. Yeah.
You watched Paul Williams and Lara fight?
Yeah, I watched Paul Williams fight ever since he won 147. Yeah.
Where would you rank that robbery then?
What robbery?
See, you ain't watched the fight.
Paul Williams and Lara?
Yeah, you ain't watched the fight.
What?
There's no way.
Paul Williams fight.
Right. Did you watch Paul Williams and Erislandy Lara fight? Because you brought up the fact that he lost to Paul Williams.
He lost to Paul. I'm looking at the box rec right now. He lost to Paul Williams. Majority decision. Yes, I watched the fight. I watched some of the fight. Yeah.
So what happened in the fight?
What you mean?
What happened in the fight?
So what is this? What is this? Because I don't agree that what you said about everybody was scared that I don't Erislandy and Lara after he lost to Paul Williams and draw with Vanis Monteroshin and draw with Carlos Molina.
I don't believe you watched the fight. That's why I'm asking you what happened.
I did watch the fight. I don't care what you believe. I know I watched the fight.
All right, then that's all I need to know. That's all you got it. That's all I need to know.
No, I've been had it. What you mean?
You got it. You got it, tough guy.
I've been had it. You ain't got to give it to me.
You got it, tough guy.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong? You okay? You sit on touch.
But
Are you okay?
Topics y'all was talking about boxing?
Are you okay? I'm asking, are you okay, sir? This is an intervention. Are you okay?
What other topics y'all talk about?
You good?
Man, so
what other topics?
Okay, sir. I want to make sure your emotional. I want to make sure your emotional state is okay.
Cause it's crazy, man.
Cause I don't want you to do nothing to yourself over there.
Nah,
it's not that serious.
All right. So, I got a question for you.
We on the internet.
I know you ain't getting paid for this, my guy. You good?
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So, what do you think about the topic of conversation today? That's Clenbuterol Canelo. What you think about all this drug stuff that Caleb Plant is talking about? What you think about all that? What's your thoughts?
You know what though? If I'm being honest with you, man, I honestly think most of these fighters
get it out now.
I honestly think most of these fighters cheating.
So now it's most of these fights. We talking about Canelo and Clenbuterol. Come on now, get it out now. Get it out now. I knew it. I knew it. They true colors gonna show. They true colors show your time now.
You gonna let me talk, baby girl?
I tell you, they true colors show out every time now. Bad boys gonna show. They gonna reveal themselves.
So
they act like I'm a boxing fan. You casual and blah blah blah. He asked you about Canelo Alvarez and Clenbuterol. Man,
right? So
you couldn't get it out.
I
think they all cheating.
So can I finish my pointer, or are you gonna talk?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
All right. So if you ask me, I think they all cheating. I would say, shit. I would say it don't make a difference. Honestly, I don't think that.
What you mean it don't make a difference though? That's what I'm. What you mean? What
That's
you mean by that?
Like so if you know how Clenbuterol work,
give him the rope.
Yeah.
You know how it work, right? Yeah. So what it does, that's not good. That I mean, whatever. It. My personal opinion, anybody get caught for cheating should be out the sport, but that's not gonna happen. So because everybody do it and nobody give a fuck, basically, I don't make a big deal about it. Honestly,
my thing is, if everybody does it, why doesn't everybody get caught for doing it?
Yo, it's articles you can look up. Let me cite the source real quick. 1 second.
Hey.
And look, modest. Why you looking for that? Why
is UCAT that?
Hold on.
Drug
modest. I say that not because I think that you're wrong in saying that everybody does it. I'm saying that to emphasize the point of why are there some people getting caught for it and other people not getting caught for it?
And when I say everybody, I don't mean literally everybody. I'm saying I think 70-80% boxers cheat. If you watch, why I don't think everybody getting caught? That's the matter of fact. Hold on. See, this stuff I wish I could send you directly so you can read the article.
Why you
That question hurt him.
Why you checking that out? I'll read some comments while you checking that out. Hold on, let me get on to it. So Origin is a building. Shout out to you, Origin, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Appreciate you for showing love. He says, if people say Floyd fought guys when they were old, what did Canelo do? Ooh.
Facts.
Ooh, okay, Origin. I see you. Knockout Boxing 86 TV says, I love the energy of the fight. It's Caleb standing on his square and Canelo Alvarez out here mad pushing people and shit. Build up the fight for the build up for the fight is the best this year. I like the build up too. I like that. I like
Boxing getting paid by these folks that's running the PPV for Canelo Alvarez. That's all I want to know.
Hey, you talking about the build up? Look, you can't debate that. It's entertaining. I ain't gonna say
Knockout selling it now.
You selling it now? You selling it. Okay. Knockout also say, I was walking with you, bro, but you said everyone cheats. We can't put that on black. We can't put that on people as black men. But how many of our brothers had guilt placed on them for shit they didn't do? For real. Can't say everybody cheats. Yeah.
Knockout. Fanboys gonna expose themselves.
Knockout also say even 70 to 80% is not fair to the clean fighters, in my opinion. They are definitely guys that do it the right way. Yeah, I agree with you, Knockout, for sure. I think most dudes probably do it the right way. But when when he makes that statement, because first of all, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to pretend like I know some shit I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not about to be out here. I'm gonna say it like this: if everybody cheats and and only a few people are getting caught, we need to analyze why that's the case. You know what I'm saying? That are those people doing it more than everybody else? Like, what's the situation here? Because I just off of this article I'm reading here, Modest. I don't know if you took a look at it. This is from Victor Conti, the drug god. You know what I'm saying? Freeway Ricky Ross himself. Oh, damn, you done came back? Hold on. Okay. You back in there, Modest?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, cool. But yeah, man, I don't know if you see the little post I got up here on the thing. It's from Victor Conti himself. Okay, and he's talking about how people that take drugs, they could take drugs for 6 months out of the year and then taper off of it for an 8-week fight.
Right.
So if that's the case and you can do that and everybody takes drugs, then does that mean that there are some fighters that don't taper off of it? They just take it all the way through the camp. You know what I'm saying? And some fighters that just jump off of it early. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then that means that dudes like Canelo, not only are they a drug cheat, but they like sick with it. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't get enough of it. You know what I'm saying?
Like can't pound number one.
Can't stop for a few weeks.
And you know what's crazy is that some of the excuses that come up don't make sense. Like Canelo really eating at a truck stop. Like the shit he gonna be eating. You're not getting popped. Yeah, you're not getting popped for what you getting popped at.
No, Mexican board meat and what's the herbal tea? Oscar Valdez.
You know what I'm saying? That's come on now. But
go ahead.
You know who Lennox is on YouTube? Following boxing.
Lennox?
Yeah, maybe not.
Nah, I'm not familiar with that.
I'm gonna see if I could I'm gonna find a way to see if I can link you with him. He works directly with. He does production for a lot of the fights for PBC for Matchroom. He originally from UK. He out of Harlem now. I'm gonna see if I can link you with him. Got a lot of documentation on. Might change your mind on a lot of topics. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Well, I don't mind no documentation.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When we talking certain things, look, it's all our opinion at the end of the day. But some shit backed by fact, though. We ain't gotta argue about our opinion when it's.
But I'm saying when I make my argument though, when I say, okay, even if you want to say everybody's doing it, right, which is still an unfair statement because there are people that's not doing it. But even if you want to say something like that, only few people are getting caught.
But that's what see. The documentation is not true. It's not that only a few people getting caught. It's literally been in the PBC's contract. See, I'm over here saying stuff I ain't post. Some of these results getting blocked. That's what I say to you. It's in the paper. It's in the, my bad. Go ahead.
So you're saying more people are testing positive, but only some of it is being reported.
It's literally in the contract that you can, for this fight during this period of time on this network for this fight, these results cannot be released. It's literally some say I gotta get in contact with Buddy and I can put you on to some things. So that's why I go with them.
We need to get that in this contract then.
Yeah. What? So why doesn't the biggest fighter? Why doesn't the biggest and highest paid fighter in the sport have something like that in his contract?
Because technically that shit is illegal, but it's always a loophole. I'll give you an example. Some of the people that's involved with this, it's a guy that's obviously a promoter, right? But his title isn't promoter. He's violating the Muhammad Ali Act in actual action, but because he has buffers in between, that keeps him from him getting popped and their whole entire stable going down. Perfect example, like all it takes is some legalese. Now maybe Canelo ain't up, maybe Eddie Hearn ain't up on it, but
they got all their money. I can't believe that. I ain't gonna believe that.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not giving my opinion right now. This is I gotta be able to get it to your boy and then maybe put you on.
Well, maybe he's on to something. Who was the last person that tested positive at PBC?
Shit, that's a good question though. That's a great question.
Nobody.
I don't. Yeah,
that's a good question.
Hold on.
Luis Ortiz.
Luis Ortiz.
No,
Luis Ortiz.
He ain't PBC.
He was PBC. He was.
The only one I can think of maybe Manny Pacquiao, but he never popped.
Yeah, he never popped.
There's always speculation. So nobody from PBC popped ever.
You just never mind. Okay.
Shit, PBC. Hold on. I'm about to Google this motherfucker.
You know what? Who did Dylan White fight? No, he ain't had no PEDs.
Who Dylan White did?
No, I said the guy he fought. Dylan White had some, I think.
I'm about to say he popped a couple times.
Yeah, I'm talking about who's the guy he fought.
Povetkin.
Before he got knocked out.
Povetkin, right?
No, before Povetkin, some Cuban guy. I can't remember the dude's name.
What the fuck was boy name?
I can't remember his name. Fuck.
Rivas.
I don't know.
Oscar Rivas.
Yeah, what they saying something about he won clean or something? If it wasn't him, I mean, I can't remember no PBC fighter that got popped.
Yeah, I can't think of nobody right now either. Premier boxing champion. I'm Googling this shit right now. Hold on a second. Champion.
Not a one.
Oh,
they say shit about Earl. Earl ain't pop. They say shit about Sean. Sean ain't pop. Ain't nobody pop.
Hey, the last thing I see is somebody, Antonio Tarver's the first thing that came up here.
Oh shit.
God damn. That was back in 2015.
That's what I'm saying.
If so maybe I might be misunderstanding. What makes you a fighter for a stable or not for a stable?
Well,
he's saying Luis Ortiz ain't a PBC fighter, even though he's pretty much.
No, I think about somebody else. I would think about somebody else.
Yeah, I think Luis Ortiz is PBC. If you sign Al Heyman, then you pretty much with that stable.
Willie Monroe at the time was a PBC fighter. He popped. That's the only reason, ironically, that
Willie Monroe though. That's what I'm saying. You bring up people that are insignificant.
Now you quantifying now. You asked me a simple question.
I'm just saying. You said Willie Monroe. Okay, Willie Monroe. I can see why Willie Monroe might need to do PEDs because he's not very good boxing.
You don't think so?
That's what I'm saying. You name somebody inconsequential. Now, if you were saying Earl Spence pop, supposed to be like, man, god damn, really?
Nah, he don't need to pop. He's fighting Ferraris.
But I would use him as an example. Even if they say something like, if somebody say if they say Thurman pop, report Keith Thurman pop, be like, damn, really?
Somebody at a lower weight did pop. I just can't remember his name though. Recently, What's the boy's name? Yeah.
Mm. Well, I ain't been paying attention to it because it's WWE. So, recently.
Well, the thing about it is there's a lot of unknowns.
There's
a lot of unknowns. You know what I'm saying?
Unknowns.
Unknowns. You know what I'm saying? We can sit back here with our tinfoil hats on and go through all this shit. But we don't. At the end of the day, we don't know. We ain't got no contracts in front of us. None of that.
That's what I'm saying. All I know is few people get popped.
Yeah.
And why they keep getting popped?
Yeah.
Even if we say everybody do it, but that's something my kids tell me when they get caught doing something they ain't supposed to be doing.
And it seems like
everybody
a lot of
doing
them,
it, you should do what they did, so you shouldn't get caught.
And it seems like a lot of them, two of them right now in most recent history are over there with Eddie Reynoso.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
they whole camp cheating.
Yeah,
I ain't saying the whole camp cheating. I'm just saying
that's my thing. I don't discriminate. If you asked me the question, so I answered. I think all these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, right? I got smoke for everybody. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Is it a few fighters that I think ain't cheating? Yeah. Like I think Joshua not cheating, and this is why. Because he need to be taking whatever Canelo took to fix his stamina. That way, in the rematch with Usyk, he can go bum rush him. That's why he couldn't in the fight, because he ain't got the tank for that. Joshua gonna gas out by the fifth, sixth round if he try to bully him and throw a bunch of punches and have a bunch of pressure. He can't do it. Too big. 6'6", 250.
Canelo ain't got no tank.
Nah, it's a lot better than it used to be.
Yeah, it's a lot better than it used to be, but
it's a lot better because of drugs. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you got a good point.
Drug game.
It's better because of drugs.
Oh, wow.
You got a point.
That's like you got to think about it. Y'all grew up. Y'all done seen plenty of athletes. How many people do you know can go, if they had to fight, go 12 rounds and not get tired naturally?
Nigga, one round is a whole goddamn just one.
So somebody
ever
follow
3 minutes straight.
They train. That's why I would tell people if you get paid to fight for a living, you a whole different breed type of person. You ain't no regular person. You not no regular person happy doing that. They did 50 push-ups. You not that person. You on a whole different level.
And that's a good point, but it's unusual even for the elites of the elites to not get tired ever though. So when you watching some fighters, you go, hold on. It's already little whispers behind the scenes, as y'all would say. Well, he never popped. He never popped officially, but it's a little stigma going with them boys down there and such. They know we done been in the gyms. This I'm telling you, boxers have died about Lennox. We done been in the gyms. We done seen people look the other way, little shot in the ass, little this going on, and it lines up with Victor saying, well, they be doing that year round. By the way, it's another reason why fighters only fighting once and twice a year too. That fall into what Victor Conte said. Like it's a bunch of shit that you can start putting together. Like, hold on, this add up. Well, 1 + 1 = 2. Look, I can't say it officially, but whoop doing this, and then I watch him fight and I go, this nigga ain't never tired. Or this nigga in between fights 220 pounds and he making 160, 154.
You mean 135?
Hey, 126. Either way you go, how the fuck? Like, I get what you're saying. They professional athletes, they train at the highest, that's fine.
But that shit crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, that shit
like how Canelo go from 154 to 175 to 160 to 168.
How you do that, my guy?
He ain't 22, he later 20s, early 30s. At that point, you're supposed to be, you're supposed to be going up and staying. You ain't supposed to be able to jump through different weight classes like that and make weight healthy. So what the fuck going on? But all y'all gotta say, well, ain't no proof. You got it then. I'm gonna use my brain and go, that ain't normal, but all right, y'all saying ain't no proof. Y'all got it there.
All right. Look, I'm finna read a comment and then y'all can make y'all final points, and then I'm finna hop on out of here, man. I'm finna get something to eat, man. I'm hungry around this bitch.
All right.
So let me read this.
Like she about to bite me.
read a comment. This from Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Knockout say, hey, bro, great conversation, homie. Glad you back making content. I'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate you for coming by Knockout Boxing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be back up here soon. And yeah, man, y'all make y'all final points, and then I'm finna go ahead and wrap this shit up. Go ahead, you can start with you, Amadeus. Go ahead.
I go. Based off what y'all was talking, shit. I think Canelo in the drugs gonna smoke Plant 8. I think I kind of stand on my point. I think it's a lot more people cheating than we get credit for. It's just Canelo and Joshua got the same syndrome. They the biggest. People don't like them. They gonna find any reason to poke holes and it don't make worse. Like y'all be. I agree with y'all. What it is, the fanboys make you not like somebody more because they do so much capping for no reason that it make you dislike people. I don't know if I missed any of the other topics, but I hopped on just to catch you. Like I said, I've been on here with you a few times. Glad to see you back making content. I'll definitely make sure I drop in more.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Appreciate that, bro. Go ahead, Argenis. Final thoughts.
Oh yeah, like he said, Canelo smoking Planet 8. I say less than 8. It might get stopped due to cuts. This is WWE. Nobody should watch this fight. This dude got smacked. His eye almost fell out his socket when he got smacked by Canelo. So that let me know all I need to know. Now, as far as the cheating, yeah, he might be right. Well, he is right. It might be more people cheating than what's getting caught. But I only know when you get caught. So as far as I'm concerned, hey, the only ones cheating is the ones that get caught.
Right.
That's as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I can't say you cheated. If how can I say you a thief if I never seen steal anything? I can't. I mean, I'm not saying they're not doing it. I ain't gonna put nothing past nobody because they for millions. Shoot me in the ass with some steroids and give me a couple million. I'll do that too. So I already understand what it is. But yeah, like you said, playing Canelo is over. I say in 5.
Okay. All right. Well, shit, man. I second that, man. I think I think Canelo gonna definitely go in there and stop Caleb Plant, man. 8-9. That sounds about right. I would really like for Caleb Plant to go in there and give Canelo a tough fight. I ain't got high expectations of that. So, G Park in the building. Shout out to you, G Park. He just made it in here. He said I got Canelo winning by manslaughter.
I told you.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, you right on right there, man. Look, Canelo gonna win this fight, but I hope that Caleb Plant can at least make it tough, make it rough, make it ugly. You know what I'm saying? So these dudes gonna come out here. I just don't want to hear the Canelo fanboys after he win this fight, man. You talking about he God and licking his ass, and I just don't want to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that this is at least. He said, "Get ready." I'm hoping this is at least somewhat competitive. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's all my final thoughts, man. As far as the Clenbuterol and all that, man, I said everything I had to say about that, man. Canelo looking suspect and shady as per normal. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Hey, if any of y'all new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. I want to thank my guests for coming through. Agenda's Barber, as always, you are always welcome, my guy. And Amadas as well for coming through, man. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.